I was on 63rd today, right down the street from Old Block. Welcome to another episode of Chicago Money and Motivation, episode 4. We have some more beautiful ladies here today, and we're going to let the ladies open up today and have the floor with the first topic. We can introduce ourselves first before we turn it over. I'm Vance.
Yo, it's real.
It's your boy Wes.
It's Deja. I'm Kiana.
Kia.
All right, that's everybody. Kiana, let's see what you got.
Okay, so I was watching a video of Candace Owens, and she was
I
talking
like
about,
her.
yeah, I do kind
I
of like her
like
now that
her.
I'm more so like, listening to her. And she was talking about feminism. So the question I have today is, does feminism today help or hinder women?
Help or hinder
I feel like
women.
Does it help or hinder them more
I
in
feel like we
today's
talked
time?
about this a little bit last time, for sure. I mean,
What we
Talk
talking
about the alpha and the beta man. We didn't
Right.
really get on
We didn't really get to talk about feminism.
okay.
So what y'all want me to go first on what I think about it?
Yeah.
So
You open.
I feel like first wave feminism was necessary. Cause I'm happy I can drive, own a house, whatever, have my own credit card. I'm happy about that. But I feel like, so basically what she's saying is that today's feminism, she feels like hurts women better than it helps them. And so as she was going down the points, I was like, I kind of agree. Like I said, first wave feminism is kind of like, okay, like, it was probably warranted at that time, but now it's kind of like, oh, women can do this, we can do that, we can do all things men do, but now it's like we're taking on too much burden. We're working, providing,
y'all can do it.
Right, cooking,
Bitch, do it on y'all.
right, do it on y'all. Where you're cooking,
Like,
you're
can I get some
cleaning.
aid and assist?
Right, before, like, you know what I'm saying, the man has to provide to have sex with you. Now it's just like, here, bitch, and go and drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing.
Damn,
like, it
tell
feel like,
bitch, she go
I mean, it do be like that, depending on a woman,
Damn.
or $40 on back page or something like that. You know,
Damn.
like, it's nothing.
$40 OnlyFans.
Right. It's like,
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
shit
now
costs-
it's just
that shit
kind
in,
of,
Dominican.
or it's
Cash
two
App.
left. Right? No, or like it's two left. Like if a woman is fat, it's like, hey girl, do your thing. But if she's skinny, it's like, oh, you shouldn't work out. Like it's just like too, you know what I'm saying? Too over the top. I feel. So what do y'all feel about it?
I feel like what you said. I feel like it was necessary at first.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like it was necessary. I do feel like it's getting out of hand also.
Right.
I did have a thought on it, but I can't think of the whole thought. But it's definitely getting out of hand though. Cause what somebody was saying, it's like you can't say nothing to a woman because they'll take it the wrong way or something like that.
Mhm.
Because of like feminism rights,
Yeah.
feminist rights. And shit.
So it's more so like you getting in relationships and you like when you are getting in relationships, you more so getting in a relationship and one of your parts in the relationship is to like secure their insecurities or their feminism. Like I gotta secure something that you should already taken care of. So that means I gotta hold back and watch what I gotta say on speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? Because when we in a relationship, we gotta tell one another, be able to tell one another the truth about each other. But now I gotta hold back.
Is that feminism though? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot what y'all saying isn't. But maybe I have a different idea of it. But
So what's your definition?
I mean, bring the strongholds out. What's the
Right.
exact definition you got
right. What did
in your
she
phone or
say?
whatever it
Because
is?
I'm
No, so she was basically saying like, feminism is just kind of like, she feel like it's hurting women. Like,
is it independence or is it
Independence.
no, she's saying
I'm
she's
thinking-
saying feminism. Like she's like women are getting online, they showing their ass for $2. Like we don't now instead of back in the day just being in charge of like the house and women, now we're in charge of providing as well as the house and children. Like it's just a lot of more burden. Like she feels like we're not really helping ourselves. We're putting more burdens on
Really?
ourselves.
I
So
don't know. I feel like my feminism works for me very well.
So what do you feel about? So what is your
Femininity or feminism?
Right.
or feminism?
yeah,
Okay.
There we go. Let's
All
talk
right.
about
Your
it.
femininity or your
Oh.
feminism? That's totally
Who
different.
finna get out Google Dictionary?
So
okay.
so it's your
Yeah.
femininity.
Right, your femininity.
So feminism, right?
Oh, yeah. Please,
Okay.
somebody break it down for me.
Okay,
So
so
maybe I'm
so
having
here
the
you go.
wrong idea.
First things first. feminism hurt you in the beginning. That is not what helped you. You said being able to work, drive a car. That was women's suffrage. That was not feminism.
Okay.
Feminism was co-opted and hijacked by a white woman. I want to say it was Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it
on
was
there.
I think it was Susan B. Anthony in like the 1860 or 1960, some shit like that.
19.
19, thank you. 68 or something like that. But before that, y'all had about 15 years worth of women's suffrage
Right.
that was just for you to have rights.
Right.
For
Yeah.
you to be looked
Okay.
at as a person
Right.
and not property.
Right.
Okay.
After that movement became like live, right? Then you had this person co-opted and say, hey, you know what? Actually, I have some agendas that I want as well, but I need your help. Without telling you that I need your help. And then you sign on and say, oh, you're about us? Yeah, I am. But she really wasn't, right? So what it actually did was, let's say this. Who actually was able to vote first between black women, white women, and black men?
Black men.
Black men, right?
Right.
Now you do realize I threw white women in there, right?
Right.
Do you think they like that? That a black man had the ability to vote before they did?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Who was creating the movement about their rights first? White women or black women?
White women.
White women, I would say.
Black women.
Really?
Black women.
To the segregated schools.
Exactly.
You mean civil rights? Oh, okay.
Ah,
They had to
see?
vote to
So here's the crazy part.
Right.
When name one historical event that black men have ever advocated outside of black women. Name one.
That's
Well,
too deep.
wasn't it the interracial? Wasn't it like an interracial club doing the civil rights?
Oh, interracial club? You mean like a little group of people? I'm
Oh,
talking about a
You
major
talking about a big thing.
a major scale of black men advocating for anything that excludes black women. Name one.
I can't
Right,
think
I
of
can't
it.
think of that.
I
That's
can't
can't.
think
because,
of it.
right.
But feminism exclusively was only for women. The problem is it wasn't exclusively for black women. You actually had white women in there. You had Mexican women, Latino women, all type of women. Women that wanted to keep a hierarchy on you. So as they move up, you move up, but you never catch up. So all they did was help you to elevate past black men because we could go vote. Yeah, we go in there and they say, hey, how many peanuts is in this jar? If you guess it right, you can go ahead and vote today. We say 100 and it's 100. They say, actually, it was 101. You can't vote today. Sorry, guy. Go to the back of the line. So we had the ability to, but we had 1,000 hoops to jump through. White women couldn't even step in the building. So they hated that, right? So then they co-opted and said, how can we get enough noise and enough people behind us to make enough attraction that people will listen? Well, these black women over here are making a lot of noise with this civil rights movement, this women's suffrage movement. Let's jump on there. And they did that, and they said, hey, I'm with you, you with me, we women. Let's put our race aside, we're women, right? And we're against men because men, they dominate us, right? And then after that, when they got what they needed, you fucked. You take the bottom shit stick of the pole, just like all black men have done whenever we join forces with every other race and try to move up. And that becomes the problem. So yes, that hurts you. A feminist would listen to this and say, well, feminism brought up condoms. No, it didn't. Men created condoms. Men used to use lambskin, right? They used to use pig guts, real guts, in order to stop, diseases. But the crazy part is, what feminism actually did was separate you further from the man. Because what feminism is, it's like we go to court. You get a lawyer that's appointed to you, but my lawyer still works for you, but I have to still pay for my lawyer that works for me and you while you still get another lawyer.
So I have a question on that. Like I hear people sound like they separate black men and black women, but why didn't it do any other group like that? Because like you said, all races of people were in feminism. They all were, joining in. So why didn't it separate them from their men?
Because they already knew that they didn't want any of the actual accolades that came with feminism. They wanted.
Do.
No, they didn't.
I'm saying they get those rights. They do though.
But they don't need to use them. See, the difference is they can have those rights. You can have all the rights in the world and decide to only use one.
Okay.
You got the right,
Right.
but you don't use any of them.
Right.
The difference is because black women were limited to any rights at all. When you get these rights, it's up in the ceiling now. You know what I'm saying? We got all these rights, so we gonna use them all. But the white woman understood then, most of them, he's still a head honcho. We just want to be looked at as close to of equal. But in my opinion, from dating all type of races, a lot of them understand you will never be equal to your man. But feminism taught women, and our black women, that you can be equal to men. If you talk to a real feminism, the first thing they'll tell you is, what is the difference between me and you? I'd be like, shit, everything. She'd be like, no, the only difference is you stronger than me. Because I could be just as smart as you. You are correct. I could protect my own house. I could buy a gun. You are correct. I could provide my everything. You don't need to do that. You are 100% correct. How does that help you when you're looking for a husband? Because then who is the head of the household? Oh, we egalitarian. We equal. We're equal. Okay, so when the intruder comes downstairs, oh, you like to use that. Every man likes to use that. How often does the intruder come downstairs? You know what? You're right. You need some heavy lifting. Oh, well, see, that's where you work out because you got the muscle.
But it goes back to what he said. He had a video about, so if somebody breaks into the house, who the first one to come downstairs?
Man.
Who the first one? But at the same time, the woman can say, yo, I'm trained to kill. She got a grouping that's impeccable. She could put 7 shots right in the middle with no issue, not a flinch. And guess what? That's a bad motherfucker, right? She could definitely go downstairs and fend off the house by herself without you getting out of bed, hop back in, suck your dick, and be like, baby, it's cool. I got to take care of. 100%. But is that conducive? Is that conducive of what you want to sit in your quote unquote femininity? Because then, guess what the feminist woman is going to complain about? I have to be too masculine. But feminism did nothing but teach you how to operate in a man's game, in a man's world, as a man.
Yo, and then again, that did. If you do look at like one of the subjects we talk about, like why a lot of black relationships not working, but you got to think about the system on how it started from the beginning to now and where it got at. That right there is a prime example of where it started at. One of the reasons where it started at, by making a woman, and just like she said, why was black culture the only culture that wanted it? But that's what they wanted, because that was their way to start to allow the black woman and the black woman to look at the man that she equal, so they can separate them and not have them in one household to raise those kids.
But I guess like I do a lot of research and stuff, so I feel like it's the government, it's the this, it's the that, but I feel like it was already infighting in the black, like it was already stuff going on that made it easy. What
research you got?
So like even like, okay, so I was looking at a Pippin documentary.
Who?
A Pippin documentary.
Scottie Pippen?
Pipping, like pimping women.
Pimping.
So I was looking at a Pippin like documentary.
That was around the same time that all the feminism thing.
Right, and so the black men in the video, they were saying, we want to pimp women because we want to be like white men. We want to be over women. We want to have cars and trucks and whatever. We want to have jewelry or whatever. And so they pretty much came up with this idea, pretty much extracted resources from women, which is not masculine, I will say. So that's something that they came up with on their own. Like, it was no black women pushing them, white men pushing them. It was none of that.
Pimping goes a long way back. And
right, that's what I'm saying. It was even before feminism. So that's why I feel like it was more like infighting and things going on within the black community. That's what I'm basically trying to get to. That made it easy for feminism and other things to kind of split us apart easily.
But where it started at, though, with that pimping shit, because I looked at an interview with one of the what I'm saying is, like, okay, I looked at an interview with a documentary they had with one of the creators of growth and development, Ike Taylor,
that was a good one.
and he stated in there how entertainment, television made them wanted to be pimps, made them wanted to chase that fantasy. Because they put it on TV. They put it on. They put it. But you gotta look at it like how shit is now. Entertainment make you fantasize and want to be that person and be these people. If you had Superfly,
Right.
you had
I get that.
all
No,
that
I
on
get
TV,
that.
that's what they want.
I get that, but I'm saying who's making you? They had the choice not
Nobody-
to accept that.
nobody-
You know what I'm saying?
nobody-
Like, made
no-
them.
No.
They didn't have a lot
Because
of foresight in the 70s.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
understand
ain't seen
that.
no
I
difference.
get that, but I'm
It's
saying
like, I
you
want
can't
the
be
fur coat,
like,
I want
right?
the hat, I
I
want the
get that.
Cadillac.
I'm just saying you have to take responsibility.
So
You
the
can't
problem-
be like it's Susan P. Anthony.
I feel
I'm
like
saying
in
take
2023,
responsibility.
So
you
the
can take
problem that
responsibility.
we
In the
have now,
70s,
the problem we have
pimping,
now with
nah.
2023 is that when we look back, right, hindsight is 2020. We understand all the other working elements at
Yeah.
play, but
Right.
when you in the shit, you don't
Yeah.
really
No,
see
I
the
agree
other
with
side
that.
of the fence.
Chicago
Right?
was a
That
totally-
wall is big as shit, and you
I
don't know
agree.
what's on the other side. So,
I agree.
excuse me. Back then, the outs was drugs.
Exactly.
The outs
Right.
was not sports because we
Right.
couldn't get into sports.
Right.
Right now,
Right.
you could be like, bro, you could play basketball. You go to school.
Right.
Those was not an option.
Right.
The outs was whatever was available resource wise to survive. So if you selling your pussy because there's one drug in this world that will never stop selling when every other drug
Oh, yeah,
does,
of
and
course.
that is pussy.
The oldest profession.
The oldest fucking profession is pussy.
Oh,
Right.
And that will
wait.
never stop selling.
It-
Right.
Hey, it is a drug,
Wait,
bro. It
right.
is very addictive,
You would
right?
ask a woman back in the 70s why she was a hoe on the stroke, she'd probably just tell you, cuz, what else was I supposed to do? Shit.
She didn't have no
Because
other
you-
options.
You gotta let-
She didn't have no
Why
husband.
was I on Sister Road walking the stroke? Because I had to feed my kids. It
'Cause
really
she-
was
But
like
see, all this
that.
shit,
But
all
I
this-
really liked it.
All this shit came in because of integration, though. Integration started it.
I agree.
And then in 2023, like you were saying, we've been hoodwinked.
We almost there.
Like the
Okay.
men fell for the drug game, the pimping,
Mm-hmm.
the mass incarceration. The women fell for the government assistance, food stamps provided for the family. So now it's modern times now. So I say we've been hoodwinked. The black community fucked up. It's like it's hard to talk about it because like you don't want to keep talking about it, and it's like, what's the solution? Like, what are we going to do? Like, are we doing anything? And it's just like, shit, we've been hoodwinked.
You gotta think
and we
about
gotta
it.
move forward from being
No,
hoodwinked.
I agree.
So we gotta talk about how we were both put in bad situations. So what are we gonna do moving forward?
Yeah.
So I said the solution that I see moving forward is 2 income households, not 2 parents, 2 income. You know what I'm saying? Because I was over somebody's house the other day. It was 2 incomes. They had a nice house. They was living nice.
Mhm.
You know, so I think like that's one of the stars to
Well, you can't out earn
Getting
the
over
household
it.
income. Like no matter if we was together, right, and I made 250. Let's just say you made 100. We had 350. I get a raise. I get another 100.
But the average person ain't making
You-
30.
I'm
You
just
know what I'm saying?
fuck it. We could even say 40 and 40.
Yeah,
we
that
at
sounds
80,
better.
right? We could use real numbers. I'm 40, you 40. We at 80. I get a raise. Now we at 100. Right? $20,000 raise. I'm at 100. I still don't out earn you, and you still don't out earn me. Do you know why?
Did y'all in the same house?
Because we are a joint household account. So no matter how much I make extra, it does not change anything because this is the household's
It goes
money.
into the
It's not
household.
mine. It's not yours. Yours ain't yours, and then mine is yours. It's not that shit. This is a household income. No one sole party can outweigh the other if the whole pot is for the household. But that is meaning you have to be selfish within your relationship, finances, and the household.
It goes
If you
into the
have
foundation.
selfishness, then it does not work because then you always are withholding from the household, right? So whatever we spend, whatever we bring in, goes into the household pot. It don't go into my account. It don't go into your account. This is the household account, and that's it. You mentioned integration. Now this is very controversial.
Integration fucked us up.
This is
Yeah,
my
I agree.
opinion. This is my opinion. But integration may have fucked us up, but we don't know what the other pendulum looked like, right? We don't know what the other side of that coin was like or what it could have been because we
You can't say
picked
that.
one, right? Well,
Because it
hold
was
on.
before its integration, it was set.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the progression of time,
Okay.
right? At the moment, right when we look back and see the data, we understand that we dominated the fields in all manual labor. We dominated the fields in electricians, carpentry, plumbings, architect. All of these things we did because we were skilled craftsmen, right? So yes, in that sense, integration fucked us up because what it did was it forced us to teach the slave master how to do our job and then put us out of employment. Literally all it did. I knew all about cars. His ass didn't know shit about cars. He always went to the shop where I worked for, pennies on a dollar to fix up this car, but I still had money. I still got paid for it, and I knew how to do it. He didn't know how to do shit. But in integration, when they chose to say, hey, we'll teach you literature. We'll teach you how to be a worker. And then and in return, you'll teach us your trade that you have exclusiveness to because we don't really know how to do it like y'all do because y'all do it all. And that's what really fucked us up, in my opinion. But how does that look later down the road? Because in time, would they have been able to strong arm and take that anyways? And then we'd be in a worse position? So that's why I say I don't want to say it's the worst thing that we did because you don't know what the other side of that coin looked like 20 years stretched outside of segregation. They may have just said, well, fuck it. We're going to come in, infiltrate you motherfuckers, figure out exactly how you do it, and we're going to kill you the fuck off. And take everything, right? But at least this way, we're here at this table now in this great America country that have its fucked up flaws, but we're still here, right? And we can do a lot of the things that we want to.
So I have a conversation with my friend. He thinks he's like Kevin Samuels cartoon. And
Shout out to bro.
Tell him, come on. Shout out to bro. Hey, shout out to bro.
So this
Pull up, shorty, pull up.
Don't end up like Kevin.
right.
You ain't
let's talk
shit.
about it. Don't end up
So
like
look, he said,
Rest in power.
kid. Right,
They finna beat your ass, man. She got 100,000.
you advanced situation with 100.
So listen, he feels like black women are too independent. They don't feel like, we should have to work with men, whatever, this type of thing. And I was like, well, I don't think that black women trust black men anymore. And he was like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, well, black men do have a reputation of kind of like building off black women and then leaving. So I don't think they trust
For Becky.
Right, or whoever. I'm like, they don't trust.
Becky.
They don't want to come into a relationship building because they feel like black men build off them and then they leave. And he's like, what are you talking about? That's not true. And I'm like, well, did Kanye West say when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl? Like, why is everybody?
What do you do?
I'm like, why is everybody saying this? Why is everybody making up songs if this is not true? And he's like, it's some truth to it. It's some truth to it. And I'm just like, okay, well, how can we figure out how to fix this? But he didn't want to talk about it.
Black women kind of represent like low quality with women.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I agree. I think that black men think that.
That's hard to hear.
But I know that they think that. They think that.
What I'm saying is,
but is that something that social media shows, or do you, off your experience, do you feel that way? Because when you all, just like you just said,
it's not that they represent low quality. Like I'm just saying that it's
like
that
you build off.
black women can do, and I don't want to say black women can do so much more, but like, what's wrong with going to work, having a job, and being like a wife? Like that's a valuable. That's a valuable woman.
So
it's not like that. It's not like that at large though.
I got you.
It's like they twerking on the cars. You know what I'm saying? All this shit.
So other races don't do that? Because I be seeing them doing that.
They do. But you're referring to
he said black men are focusing on that.
Right.
The other races don't do the same thing.
No,
we talking about our culture. Let's separate.
This is something that goes.
Black men might represent low quality For black women. So I'm just saying.
She's
I
referring.
think that's in the eye of the beholder.
You referring to higher quality, like financial brackets, right?
Right, but what I was saying is that Kia was like, "Is this true?" And I'm like, "Yes, I think this has been something since the foundation of the United States. Like I heard something, like I said, I like to research stuff
On a global level. I think you mean on a global
level. Like
That hurt.
right? No, I was watching.
It hurt to see.
I was have to sleep tonight.
Right.
So let's break it down.
No, like I was watching a documentary of Brazil, and this is in Brazil, so this is not even in America. They say they have a saying: black women for work, biracial women for sex, and white women for marriage. This is in Brazil, like you said, on a global
now, I don't think that.
Right, that's what I said.
But that makes
if you're
sense.
darker
Why y'all
skinned-
think that don't make sense though?
It
That's the same
does.
thing for black men.
Right, but
They
that's
don't
what
look
I
at
said.
they don't look at us
Right.
as like a middle class or upper class.
Yeah.
They look at us as the
That's why I
workers.
said
So we're not talking about how
on the
black
beholder.
men view black women, how black men view black men. We talking about just like everybody, the world.
Global.
That's the start.
I'm talking about-
So
I'm talking about-
the
Oh, you talking
world.
about America?
I was talking about
Yeah,
America.
no,
Yeah, I thought you meant black men.
I wouldn't even say globally.
Yeah.
The darker you
Yeah, I feel
are,
like that.
the lower you is down to the bottom.
I agree.
But why
You
is
know
that?
what? Why?
Because the doors
Because
you can open. Let's
because
be honest. The
not
doors you can
because
open.
of like the diet, you know. Like
No,
the diet,
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like,
This
like,
started
it's like, hold on,
way
wait.
before
It's so
fat.
much information and knowledge, and a lot of black women aren't virtuous. Like they don't know about like the health, the healing, dressing, modesty,
But
family.
that's what I'm saying.
You know what
This
I'm
was
saying?
something that
Like
was
that's what
I
gives
feel like a lot of
that's what gives
spiritual
a
stuff go back
woman
to
value.
Africa, so I don't
That's what
know.
gives a
I
woman
don't know.
value.
So you're right. A lot of spiritual
You see
stuff
what I'm
goes back
saying?
to Africa.
We always had.
But look,
It
you
was
know,
never-
it's not.
I hate
That's
being
not.
grouped
That's
into
not
a
within
category,
question.
Talk your
I get
shit.
it.
So black women
I-
would have that root of, like you say, go back to Africa with all the spiritual, nurturing,
real.
herbal life, and all of that.
It goes-
But y'all don't really carry that into America, right?
Yeah,
Now hold on.
Okay.
So you can say this started with us, but do you display that? You probably
You
don't, right?
Right.
But you cannot trophy what your ancestor did if you don't follow the footsteps.
But here's
Right.
the thing: if we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? If things from our ancestors wasn't placed to us
Uh-huh.
in our household, then we didn't know. I didn't know about
But you gotta go out and
spirituality.
learn about it.
No,
Who gonna break the curse?
And in hindsight,
Who gonna break the
now,
curse?
as in hindsight, as a 33-year-old woman, absolutely, I'm looking into that. But if you're growing up in Chicago and your mama ain't telling you about the roots of what her grandmother did and her great grandmother did, then you don't know.
You
But
don't.
it
Okay,
did.
so
But
what-
I know now
what
that
are
it
you
definitely
at- what are you-
started with us.
What are you
But I
guys
feel like
actively?
that's like just BS. I feel like this is something Turkey just started in 2018.
Yeah,
I
Turkey.
feel like this is
Oh, no.
something
I'm
that
saying
Turkey
Turkey
is
is
old.
old.
No,
That's
I
good. I
feel
knew.
like
Black
it
women
goes
I
back
knew.
to
right. I feel
Yeah,
like black
but-
women have this.
that
But
is
guess who?
our
But guess who
roots.
did?
we
It was-
always dance in a provocative way, even in the islands. Like that's a thing. It
That's
really
what we
is
do.
in our
Okay, but
blood.
girls gone wild. What the fuck was them white bitches doing? They was doing the same shit.
Nobody want to see that. Nobody want to see
They doing
that.
the same shit. I'm not gonna sing it. Just category. It's black women.
Yo.
It's all the
I'm
bitches.
just
That's
saying.
It's
why-
every race.
But
So-
this
I'm just
exactly
saying
why.
we're the start of a lot of shit, and
No.
we
Okay,
and I
and
think
they
in
copy.
hindsight,
That's why.
In
That's why they
hindsight.
copy everything.
They
because-
copy everything. They want our
because
lips, our ass.
because it was
They want everything.
it was a black
And then
woman
the black
who
man want them when they
started
copying us.
twerking,
I don't
and
want
they
nobody
took it and made it a trademark and showed and put it on, made money off of it. But at the end of the day, you gotta look at it. It's a documentary on Netflix called 13th.
Mhm.
And if you look at that documentary called 13th, I think it came out like 2016, you will understand why we are where we at right as we speak right now. It'll show you how they started, how like for example, they were saying that when a civil rights movement was going on, they purposely wanted the civil rights movement to go on to get black people to make them feel like they got equal rights to everyone else. Once they do that, they're gonna cripple the system. Just like he said, you had all the black people was 80% of the trade market. They was electricians, carpenters. They was all the builders. They took all them schools out of the neighborhoods and moved them hours away and put them in suburban areas. We gonna cripple. We gonna cripple. We gonna cripple they community. We gonna get a women. Public aid, government assistance. That way, so by the system being crippled already, the man ain't got no job. He ain't got nowhere to go to go to. He ain't got nowhere to get no job. So he gonna tell her, yeah, do that or whatever. Just get that government assistance or whatever it is. He gonna tell her to get that because they ain't got no money anyway.
And
so then once they do that,
or you gotta
exactly. So what was next? The whole time while they doing this, they building prisons. They building prisons everywhere because they already know they 10 steps ahead of the game. They already know we finna fill these prisons up. This is how we finna become billionaires and trillionaires. So what they did is they made a deal with them. Who was it that was in the war? The cocaine motherfuckers. Well, at the end of the day, they allowed rock cocaine in the neighborhood. Microwavable cocaine. Microwavable cocaine. They made a deal with it. We gonna bring it. We gonna let y'all bring this shit up out here. I think one of the biggest dope dealers, the first dope dealers was Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
He broke it down. If you look at his documentary on Tubi, Rick Ross, he gonna let you know what happened, what was going on. You got to think about it.
Say we've been hood.
Y'all got
and a woman.
Y'all got you got $10 in your pocket, in 7 days with rock cocaine, you a millionaire. You got $1 million in your pocket. So guess what? After that, they did. Reagan started pushing the 3-strike law. Right. So when we push the 3-strike law, you get 3 strikes. That man is permanently going out that household. So now we got the woman. She's vulnerable. Now we for the program her or whatever it is. So now you fast forward it down to 2023. Who gonna break this cycle? What the solution is? What are people gonna do to break it? We can't continue. We understand how we end up in this situation. What are we gonna do to break this cycle to stop? Because right now, it's perfectly proven. Black people enemy is our own enemy. It's not the white man because it took the white man 150 years to proceed with his plan, and they use people that look like us, act like us, walk like us, talk like us to do it. So we are our own enemies.
So you made a point where you said all of them do it, right? All of them do it. They mimic us, so on and so forth. So the problem that I see is that we don't realize just how much of an influence we have, right? So
I feel like we starting to realize that.
Well,
2023.
I think a little, but the problem is that little bit we so satisfied with, right? We always so satisfied with a little bit. Hey, we gonna raid. We gonna raid, we gonna destroy shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna go crazy, whatever. We gonna march, we gonna do all this, and then they're gonna give us this bit, and we gonna be like, all right, we cool, right? Instead of getting what we actually want. We could come in masses, right? But then what do we actually want, and what will we not settle for is the problem. So here's the thing. They love to live through us by seeing us, but they don't want to actually live the way we live. They want to hear the underdog story. They want to hear the struggle from the hood. They want to hear how you got out the hood, how it's in the hood every day, but they don't want to live in your hood.
That's right.
Right? They want to actually be able to be like, yo, I feel it, but I ain't got to touch it. I feel it, but I ain't got to touch it. They want to be that close. So when do you stop being bamboozled? Right. When do you stop painting your face black, painting your lips red, and dancing for them for the beat that they want? Because if we don't dance to their beat, then what drum can they play? They're going to have to play their own drum.
I guess, because I always say that, like, white people like you as stereotypical as possible. I feel like I'm not, like, once we moved down to Lamont, like, I was hanging around I was around a lot of white people, the only black person in class at work. And, like, now I'm like that, too, a lot of at school and work. And I feel like, of course, like, I'm cool, we talk, but I feel like it's like I don't have a stereotypical story.
Can I ask you this question?
I grew up, like, in a middle class. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm going to ask you this question. So, back when you was living around all them white people, did you ever question yourself as a black woman? Like your hair, your skin?
No, like, I never been through that. Like,
I always, my children did.
Yeah, I always wore my hair, like, braids and everything. I never I never questioned
Y'all was
myself.
still from the West
Right, and my
Side, you know what I'm
parents,
saying?
yeah.
Like, y'all ain't know what it was.
And then my parents are, they're proud of
Also,
who
you
they
said
are.
you weren't born and raised there.
I
You
wasn't born-
had
I
moved
moved
there.
there.
at a
We were
certain
born
time.
on North Avenue in Ridgeland. Let's
Right,
be correct.
okay.
right.
For our party stuff. It wasn't really the West Side.
Gilwood.
Right.
So we were born in like
A
a
mixed
big
area.
house in a mixed
Mixed
area. And then when we were like 13,
17, 18. 17, 18.
I was in high
Y'all
school.
was that
You was
old?
16, 17. Well, I was like
I
17.
was
You was like
15.
16.
I was
Maybe
16. Okay, anyway. When we were teenagers,
we moved.
they
to
moved
Lamont.
us to a all white, not mixed.
Oh, okay. At that
It was an
age.
all white.
Okay.
Right.
We moved to
So
Lamont.
y'all knew y'all identity.
So by then, we
Right.
already knew our
Right,
identity.
right,
When
right.
my children were born, they were born in Lamont, Illinois, where they were the only
Right.
black children.
Right.
They didn't have so yes, they struggled with that really badly.
Okay.
And it's like, like when my children like come around my family, they're like, oh, they're white. They white. Why they talk like that? And it's like, talk like what?
Damn.
Like they talk
I would
proper?
have to get smacked.
Like it was like terrible because they were born and raised around one group of people. They were judged by other black people. That was weird.
So
That was challenging.
when you look at the stats, and it's funny you say that. When you look at the stats of like crimes committed by race, right? The heinous crimes, the most diabolical crimes, the highest list of those, right? Pedophilia, dismemberment, mass killing, so on and so forth, is usually white people.
White people. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the crazy part is somewhere within our culture, you could feel comfortable around the race of people who would do the most hideous crimes and not feel as comfortable sleeping in the same neighborhood with your kind.
Okay, but I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be honest. Because one of the reasons that we moved from our old neighborhood,
Make sure you put the year
because
in
they stole money. Black people stole money from our parents' house. They
Okay.
stole
They
stole my
cars.
sister's car.
Okay.
And
used to fight us every day.
they jumped on
Okay.
us
They
and
jumped on us
hit
and
me
fought us
in the
every
face
day
with
because
brass
we had more than them,
knuckles.
and they wasn't.
And
Yes.
hit me in the face with brass knuckles.
So were we
I'ma be
sad about getting away from them?
No. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not saying as you were wrong. What I'm saying is, do you see?
Yeah, I can see it.
I
I'm
can
just
see
keeping
that,
it
but when we
real.
moved away
I'm
from
just
that,
we didn't encounter that.
ever again.
We
in
never
life.
experienced
Which
that.
I don't think you. Which I don't think you really would.
I guess
You go to a
Y'all
safe
felt,
zone.
y'all
Yeah,
felt
We
safe.
felt
Y'all say
safe.
I don't have to fight every day.
Okay,
Let me
right.
say
I
this.
don't- I don't
Let me
think
say
you-
this. Let me
Wait.
say this. Y'all stayed on North Avenue and Ridgeland. I stayed on Lockwood, Division
Mhm.
and Lockwood.
Mhm.
So I was in the Austin community. Y'all was in Gilwood. None of those things happened to me on the West Side ever.
Well, but
I've always said
I think it was because I don't.
I'm not
girls.
saying that.
Two
I'm just
girls.
saying these
Right,
are
right.
two different.
Right.
We
Two
not
different
far from it.
experiences.
10 minutes away. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Y'all
Okay.
ain't
It's
far.
just different block.
I
different
live.
areas, so.
When I tell y'all, people
They
to
probably
this
had
day
asshole
don't think that I'm from
neighbors.
the West Side because the way I talk or act or whatever. You from the West, you seem like you from the South, you from up north or something. I'm like, I'm from the hood.
Right.
I'm from Lockwood and Potomac. Yes, I'm from the hood. My mom just put a lot into me to make sure that I stayed in the house, that I did different things. I saw different things. I never got into fights. And if I did, shit, my cousins was there. And it was cool. Like, all right, going to school the next day.
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying, I feel like I get what y'all saying, but I'm just saying, for somebody who stayed 10 minutes away, you know what I'm saying? I had a pretty great ass childhood.
So
I
you
ain't
said that to say
experienced
what,
no
though?
crazy
You
shit.
ain't had they
I'm
neighbors.
not saying that to say nothing. I'm just saying, it's not always bad.
Right.
I live around black people,
So I think
and
y'all
I had a great childhood
She's saying,
around
like,
black
her
people.
experience with black people was
It's
good.
great.
different, right? So
That's
I think y'all
Very
missed.
different.
I think y'all missed the point I was trying to say.
Right.
We had
It
different
wasn't
experiences.
100%.
We did.
The point of what I was saying was not to wake anything up of any of y'all's like
Trauma.
trauma, anything.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
But
Dr. Patrick.
The point that I was trying to get at is
Trauma.
just fathom this thought that not you, but the majority of people who have left out of the hood
Right.
are more comfortable, which I'm guilty of it too,
Mm.
right? I'm guilty of it too, so
Okay.
that's why I'm speaking about it,
Yeah.
right? Are more comfortable around the highest potential of being around the pedophiles,
the
the body dismembering people, the serial killers, and so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
like,
Right?
I go to Brookfield and was scared.
But
That was the first time I ever been scared.
A lot of us are more comfortable there
No, but to me,
than around the same people that you are.
But
How
so the thing
is that even possible?
That's what I'm saying. With us, it was from experience. Now, my family,
traumatized.
Right, from my family, my mom and dad, my sisters, my aunts, like everybody is love. Everybody, I grew up in an amazing family. So my inner family was cool. But I will say that, yeah, we were probably traumatized. And so when we moved into another neighborhood, and it had nothing to do with them being white. They could have been all Indian or all Asian.
Okay.
When we moved, it wasn't about the whiteness. When we moved to a neighborhood, I didn't have to fight. My car didn't have to be getting stolen. Like, we didn't have to worry about those things.
Okay.
Like,
It was
just
peaceful.
it was peaceful.
And I feel like it makes sense that because y'all moved to Lamont and experienced that, and by me staying in the hood, and then when I moved to a white neighborhood like Brookfield, Illinois, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. And I was scared. Right. I thought everybody was a creep. Everybody. Go in the store, I'm holding on to my baby. Like, fuck that. I moved. And I moved to, I didn't move back to the city, but I moved to a suburbs with more black people.
I like a mixed area. I do not have to.
You don't want to go nowhere where it's just one
Like, mine could be scary for people.
Problems.
That's why as soon as I was ready to own, I got out of Lamont.
Right. Yeah.
I would never want to be in Lamont.
Yeah, I like a mixed area.
That was a big
Yeah, I like a mixed area.
I want mixed area.
So I don't. That's why I say it's not about whiteness though. I can move around all Indian people.
Back to L-Town.
I just want to be safe. I don't, and I like that.
That motherfucker full of migrants.
Let's get back on the topic though. So
Okay.
this is like, okay, when it comes to the black community, I don't know. It's like we just keep talking about this shit, but the downfall right now is these jobs that people got. You know what I'm saying? Because these jobs make black people content, and a lot of the jobs that black people hold are grunt work or jobs that are kind of like less favorable. You know what I'm saying? But a city worker, garbage man, warehouse, all that type of shit, and blacks get to a place, men and women, where they get content with what they're making, and I think we gotta do something with business, more with finance, and then after that we have to each one teach one. Like the women have to talk to the younger women, or impart wisdom, and the men got to do the same. I think that's the only thing that we can do.
I feel like right now in 2023, it's this wave of black people venturing off and wanting to educate other black people on all different types of things, whether it's hair, lashes, whether it's wealth, finances, insurance, right? I find that, I don't know, I could be wrong. Y'all probably don't think I'm crazy, but I feel like as black people, when we hear about these people that do these things, we be real skeptical about fucking with them on that shit. And to be real, we would, so say I wanted to learn about insurance, right? And I got a homegirl that do it. She sell insurance. She sell health insurance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She literally looking for referrals. Why, I'm not saying that I have done this.
I feel you on that.
Why, as a black person, I be kind of itchy on it. I be doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? No.
We don't trust her.
Say I do trust her though. Say I actually.
Us.
Oh,
it ain't her personally. It's us.
Yeah,
okay.
not her. You
That's
don't
facts.
trust us.
Facts. You're on the head with that. Why is that? And that's not just with insurance. Let's lashes. As women, we love lashes. Do you not love lashes? I love lashes. I don't know if I trust Tatiana with teaching me how to do that
but
shit.
you would let the Indian.
And she gonna charge $400. Right. She damn near give me a discount, all type of shit. I don't know. I'm itchy.
Let's get a little deeper.
Why is
and
that?
guess how much?
Don't get me wrong. And I want to say this too. We're on this wave where this is a good wave. We should be educating each other. We should be teaching each other how to do these different things. whether it's a trade, whether it's insurance, whether it's whatever, real estate, whatever. We should be pulling people in, right? But we still be. I don't know.
Well, I feel like if I
So
got
it's so call me. I'm ignoring her
if you gotta put
call.
some money
Like,
in
I
a
ain't
black
trying to
person
talk to her.
first, if it's like, I'm gonna invest in this and I'm gonna get it back later with a black person, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm good, love. Enjoy.
Yeah.
But if it's not like you
I
can,
love-
if I want somebody to teach me something, that means I didn't research them. I didn't watch videos. I'm like, they good. Yes, I will pay you $400 to teach me that.
Okay.
But that's because I'm paying you in real time, and I'm gonna sit there that day, and you gonna teach me this shit. I'm not wasting no money, or I'm not being scammed.
So you feel like it's more of a like, I really gotta follow you.
What,
I really
black
gotta
people-
research you. I gotta get your
Yes.
feel your
It's
They
just-
vibe a
scam
little
the
bit.
shit out of
It's
me.
just a lot of black.
Scam the shit out. I'm happy. I'm so happy you said that because
A lot of
literally,
black
they
people
I feel
style.
like
Shit out of
I
you.
feel like people get
So you
online
don't
and
think
post. No, let me say this.
They
y'all.
do too.
Let me say this, y'all.
They do too.
People get online and say shit like black people don't never support black people. Y'all don't support black business. But let's be real. We scam the fuck out of each other. We will finesse the
Yeah,
hell
they do.
out of somebody.
A lot of
Quick.
them.
And we don't give a fuck if you black. We don't give a fuck. We just gonna
That's
scam you.
A
We're
lot
gonna
of-
finesse you.
A lot of them
So, bitch, I don't care what you selling. I don't want it. I don't want
Okay, so what percentage?
I don't want it.
What percentage of?
it. Keep it.
What percent? What
Keep
percentage?
it.
What percentage
Keep
of
it,
black
baby.
do you guys think are scammers though? It's a low percentage or a high percentage?
But
Who
even
we live
in
What percentage?
Chicago,
Like if you
Illinois.
doing
In Illinois,
We live in Chicago.
about 68.9% of black people are
In Atlanta. In Atlanta. 89%
Hey, but you.
In Houston,
I'm talking about
75% of their ass.
Hey, but
on a business tip though.
But guess what though?
Let's
On
be
a
real.
business trip, on a business tip,
It ain't that. I
black
think it's
people,
that high.
black women,
Shit.
black people itself accumulate what did it say, $3 billion a year off beauty,
Is it worth it?
off cosmetics, and we don't even. And majority of that
Don't
money
own
go
none.
towards not your own culture. You
So
spending
why
that
don't, why
outside of
don't
your
we
culture.
own it though?
Because
Why
a lot
can't we
of black people tend to start a business but don't know business. You feel me? They ain't did no training on
Thanks.
business
No
at
research.
all.
True.
So
We don't even know where to start.
that's the
y'all.
reason why a lot of them
That's
fail. Like you
right.
start a restaurant, but
Yeah.
then you hire a bunch of family members who don't know shit
Shit.
about running a
They get
restaurant.
high every 10 minutes,
And they
fucking up
customer
order.
service. And
So
they customer
here's-
service.
They
Here's
rude
the-
as shit.
Here's another.
They all talking about what
bad
the black
news.
is done right there. That's your answer.
Okay.
What she said.
Here's
But-
another point to the business. No, you get. I was just gonna say. Here's another point to the business aspect that we don't really have the privilege of knowing that knowledge, right? For instance, if you're in a household where you got multiple businesses, right, or at least you got one person that has like Pops, his business has been running his household the whole time, and the children, they want to grow up and they want to have businesses as well. What the children would expect is for Pops to fund a business. And then Pops would be like, yo, go live life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got it. Do your thing, right? But in all reality, what you're doing is you're severing an income from a family-oriented or family network. How that should actually work is Pops should give you a loan so you don't have to go get a loan. And then once you make your money, Pops gets a percentage of all finances coming back in.
Right.
All returns goes back to Pops. But Pops puts that aside, right, in an escrow, a trust for your sister when she starts her business. So the money you bringing in is going right over here to sis.
Mhm.
You working, you doing your thing. You need a bailout, Pops got you, right? Auntie got you, whatever. This unit, again, you cannot out-earn in household income. So if the household consists of 15 people that live in separate households, but we're gonna say the household is the bank account, right? Or the business that branches off to little micro businesses here and there, subcategory businesses, but this big, whatever your last name is the business. All of those little micros have to pay in a portion to the family's income. And then every time you come up with a new business plan, that's great. We can give you the money for it, but we need all that back and we need this much every quarter, every year, so on and so forth. But that does not get spent. That gets divvied over to the next person that needs a leg up. right? Because it's always each one teach one, right? Pass it down, right? Pay it forward.
That's
don't
straight
have-
know-how.
but we
That's
don't-
straight know-how.
So that's straight know-how, but
No.
that is information that we were reluctant to have as kids. And the crazy part is, before the first recession, right, before people lost their college tuitions and shit like that, my pops and all his friends, they was gaining that type of knowledge. It was visible. It was there. It was like, yo, I'm going to get my son into school. I got the college tuition put up. When they get out there, they start their degree or whatever the case may be. They can filter some of this money back. And then when they want to start a business, right, because I already got a business. When they want to start a business, then I got money to give them so they don't have to go get no crazy ass loan.
That sounds like a lot of structure, and
But
it sounds like when it's gonna be a weak link in that chain. Like when
Somebody
dude gotta pay, he
Mhm.
gonna be like, "Damn, I gotta pay," and he gonna say he getting the money for himself or something
Mhm.
like that. And you could be doing the right thing with the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting in escrow for your sister so she can start her business.
Mhm.
But it's like, I mean, I think that can happen. But I think we gotta have family structures
nothing
like
wrong with
like
that.
where they come from and
We
shit.
don't have
It's
the
like it's too
know-how.
cutthroat.
I mean, you gotta
We
do
don't-
something.
a lot of
EBT cards. It's like,
You
bro,
gotta-
we
you gotta-
A lot of
gotta
black
clean
out
families
that
don't
level, you know what
have
I'm
the
saying?
know-how. We don't have that know-how. That's a great know-how. But in hindsight, now we can look and say these things, right? But ask me when I was 12 or 13 or 14, 15 years old, did I know that? Absolutely not.
Bro, that's
No.
what we talking about. That's what we talking
Absolutely
about,
not.
breaking a cycle.
Like,
What they
yeah,
doing is they
I'm
giving
saying-
examples of, okay, for example, how many people were at the table probably got a recipe that was passed down from grandma and grandpa?
I got a whole book.
The
I got a whole
same,
little jar.
right, diets that was
Mhm.
passed down.
Yep.
So the plan this man just spoke, which is a great, awesome solution to breaking this cycle.
Yeah.
Why we can't do the same
Yeah.
thing what he said? Just like you passed those diets down, pass a business, the business quality down, the entrepreneurship down. If you pass it and everybody is teaching it in their household, you're not gonna have no problems down the line because everybody is teaching them from birth instead of teaching them how to do this type of dance and play this type of video game. You teach them how to manage money, how to invest money or whatever, etc. It's gonna keep going down from generation to generation. So what we gotta do is we gotta take away what we was taught in our past. Because when I was 18 years old, I was taught to go get a good job. I was thrown out there to go get a good job. I ain't have a car. I ain't had no credit or whatever it is. I ain't know nothing about credit. I ain't had no money in my pocket. My people just go get you a good job, go to school.
Mhm.
Then the whole time, my whole life, I chased to get a good job, and I got a good ass job. And I'm like, hold on,
What the fuck is this?
working like this? So I'm working 6 days a week for 1 day off. Now this ain't life. This ain't life. So what if I taught my kids the whole time, manage your money, invest your money, learn how to start your own business. The same thought I was taught to chase a good job, and I finally got a good job, and I found out that ain't what it is. They gonna do the same fucking thing when they get 18, 19 years old. And guess what? I'm gonna have, like I heard, like Donald Trump said one time when he was 22 or whatever, his daddy gave him a small business loan. Black people looked at it like a small business loan, $1 million. They say, what type of person to say something like that? His father gave him $1 million to start a business.
Mhm.
He ain't say nothing wrong.
Mhm.
They like, oh man, you can. He that's a rich person. That's what rich people say. No,
Bill
his father
Gates
gave him $1
gave
million.
each one of his children $1
He
million.
set him up. He put him in a position.
Multi-million-dollar
Why
man
we
saying
can't
he
do
put
that
you
for
in a
our?
position.
We gotta break the cycle. We gotta do that shit. We gotta start teaching this shit in our household. Our kids, they know more about video games. They know more about dances or whatever it is, but they can't even tell you how many continents in the world. But they can't even tell you what's the network states around your state. They can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you important things that is, but they can tell you all the ignorant shit that's taught on social media.
18.
So no, I ain't gonna go there. So
I want to make
as it pertains to family, I heard someone online said that you got first off, all family is not family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you got like two sets of people. You got your people, which is like the black people, and then you got your kind. So as far as it's pertaining to game, and passing it down. Like I got an auntie. Like I know me and her could chop up some game because she's my kind. You see what I'm saying? My brother that's in jail, we can't chop up no game. I can't leave him nothing. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing with him. You see what I'm saying? So we have to not look at everyone as we're good because we're the same skin color or we're the same family or whatever.
Yeah,
you gotta look at a motherfucker like because it's your
people,
kind.
but I don't like niggas, so I can't be around. I can't be around like who am on camera? Because I get criticized.
You are.
What?
I don't like all of us. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Like I don't like.
Some of us.
I don't
You
like
don't
some
like
of
their
us.
mentality.
I don't like their mentality. I don't.
What you don't like?
Like if you not a black person like my kind, I don't like you.
Your mind, they ain't thinking the way you think.
If you don't have my mentality, like you ain't like grew up with structure or morals or like I don't like
We don't vibe.
I don't vibe with a lot of black people.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I mean, because like when we go to my family reunions, right? They got a tree. It's a picture of a big ass tree, and each tree grow branches. So when them branches grow, is one of the kids, and they starting their own branches.
Mm-hmm.
So if I grow up with 3 brothers and sisters, it's 4 of us total. 2 of them some ignorant motherfuckers. One number, whatever. But at the end of the day, we all got our own branches. So I'm finna start my own branches, start my own general curse. This is what our curse gonna be.
Blessing.
Our curse is gonna
Blessing.
be blessing, favor, whatever. Yeah, you're right, exactly. I said it wrong, right, correct. But I'm finna start my own general blessings. This is what it is. This is what we gonna do from here on. This is what it is. Fuck all the rest of them. They gonna do their own shit or whatever it is, blah, blah, skip or whatever, but we gonna do it this way. And when you go on down the line or whatever, a lot of people from other countries, they come over here and they do exactly what this man say. They keep that money in the same circle. The money he making, I'm going to invest it into the trucks. They do the same thing and they're going to invest it in the trucks. And before you know it, they own all the hotels, all the Dunkin' Donuts, all the nail salons or whatever. But guess what? All they money is generating off black people money. And we don't even fuck with each other.
So it was I was just talking to one of my homegirls earlier, and she was telling me about this Mexican thing that they do. I forget it starts with a T, but it's basically we all buy a number, right? It's a date, right? I'll buy the 1st, you buy the 10th, you buy the 20th, so on and so forth, right? It's $100 a number. And what happens is every week, the person who number it is, everybody gives them
like
$100, right?
Yeah.
But then every other week you're donating $100. So basically, essentially, every week I'm giving up $100, except for my week, I get all of it back, right? So however many numbers I buy for that month, let's say I average out for that month, I'm giving up $1,200. Somewhere at the end of that month, I get my $1,200 back. So it's almost like we all contribute to this savings account, but I put it on a certain date because I know my son's birthday coming up, and I don't know, maybe I'm bad at managing money, whatever. But we all holding each other accountable because no matter what, this is a bill that we have to pay. No matter what happens in life, you got to give up your $100. But on my son's birthday, I'm getting a $1,200 deposit from not each of you, but it equals out to that $1,200. How many people do you think would actually be okay with trusting the person next to them with just that $100? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. We ain't going to wait no more, but I'm going to go ahead and let y'all breathe a little bit. So, ladies, I got a question for you. What is it about you, all about you, that makes you feel beautiful?
My BBL.
So your body makes you feel good.
Oh my God! Oh man, we needed that one.
She said. You mean physically or just everything?
Or
Everything.
It could be anything. Cause I saw this guy. He's on YouTube. He say, "Well, all these women talking about they are a bad bitch, right?
So he said, well, you want to be a bad bitch. He say, so take away your hair,
Your makeup, your lashes.
Take all of that physical appearance. Will you still feel that way?
Acrylic, absolutely.
I will.
See, that's good because some people won't, though.
What?
Like naked. Somebody living in a nude.
I'm walking
They
around
don't
the
feel
house
that
naked
way.
Like I'm around the house.
But no, we're not talking about in the house. We're talking about
Talk about
outside.
outside.
If it
Yeah,
was
we ain't talking about
acceptable
inside. Because
We talking
everything
about
is acceptable
outside.
inside the house.
outside.
Because in the
I
inside,
mean, but
you're
you
not
can just, are you
exposed.
naturally okay with going outside with like natural hair?
Every day.
eyelash? Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Have y'all done that?
Oh, for sure.
For how long?
Let's pull up the pics.
So on the next podcast, we
For-
want y'all to come all
For
natural.
hold on. Wait. I know everybody can do it every now and then, but I'm asking you for how long?
Every day? No, I probably won't do that.
Not every day.
That's what your man wanted.
I could do a strong month. What?
What?
You could okay.
Bro,
All right,
Look at
perfect.
this.
Hold
Look
on,
at this.
hold on.
This
I
is
got
me. No eyelashes. No weed. No.
Hey,
That's your real hair?
Yes.
that's your real titties?
Yes. Yes. I have natural titties, ass.
Oh
Like,
man.
I don't.
So
like,
you-
yes.
Really, Dre, I'm like this on a regular
So y'all just showing out. Ooh, you showing out.
If they don't show up to this podcast next time,
Yeah,
natural, we gonna talk about it.
Hey, you better be rough and tough with your afro puff in this
That's my
motherfucker.
natural hair.
This is my natural hair now.
This is how I come.
With the natural ducklings.
Yes, I put my hair in the ponytail.
Hey,
This is my natural hair. This is how I
natural.
come.
Yes,
I don't need none of that
shit
shit.
kinda short,
I
though.
don't need none of that shit.
Hey, that shit
I
kinda
don't
short.
need none of it. We should have started the camera. Wait. So this is acceptable,
Here you go.
right?
Here you go. Take it
Can I
back.
say my natural hair in the ponytail? Right.
You got some more pictures too?
Like, I got so many pictures
My son
natural.
is like, I'm like this every day.
Every-
literally.
Right, I can't. I don't like.
So your answer was at least a strong month.
A strong month. What?
Okay, cool.
For me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very high maintenance. I think people think
What
because
does that mean?
I'm high maintenance, long weave, long nails, long eyelashes, because that's who I am. So people think because I'm this way that I don't have hair
or whatever.
or natural booty. Like literally, people around me think this way. So it'd be funny to me. Like I got more hair than you. I got plenty of hair. It's just because I can afford to keep my hair done.
Okay.
So
But
that's what you believe.
but why your hair is not keeping your hair done?
I don't think that
I
way.
feel like this is my hair done.
I don't think that way. My
Right,
mama,
okay, yeah,
listen,
yeah.
then my mama and my sister said to me, they said, Kia, you have a head full of hair. Just get your natural hair done. I said,
The maintenance that comes along with it.
that's not luxurious to me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I can afford to pay $400, over $400 for some braids to go to my ass, I'ma do that.
Okay. I'm not mad at you.
Bro.
Like that's
I'm not mad
me.
at you.
I
I
wear
know.
30
We
inches,
got
40
it. We
inches
got it.
because I can afford to do that. I can keep my hair done every week in the shop because I can afford to do that. So I don't have to wear my real hair.
Okay.
So
Hold
people
on.
think because
Come on, bro.
I had the money.
I think it's not always a money thing.
It's
for
not
everybody.
about
It's not a money thing for everybody.
So I don't
This
see
is
why
a
people
hair-
don't understand it.
This $100 hairdo. I got my hair
By
blown
Indians?
out. No, by a black woman.
Yes, thank you.
I got my hair blown out for $100. It's not a preference for me to do this $100 to my braids for $300. It's not preference. It's I like
Your
this.
style,
Right.
Right.
Hold on.
Okay, I can agree. So I don't see why people
Bro.
don't
What
get
she's saying
that.
is
Hold on.
she
Hold
likes
on.
this.
Right.
I like this.
Okay.
Right.
I understand both
So
of y'all.
people be like, why you pay for that if you got
I get
hair?
what people
Okay.
saying, like, can you feel comfortable?
Mhm.
Like
Very much.
without nothing.
And I want to know
Like,
and I want to know how long have you gone natural?
I told y'all she had something to say. Let her speak.
No. She gonna go.
Let her go.
She gonna
feel
go.
comfortable like with
Right, that's what I'm about to say.
No,
okay.
No,
You
right.
see now, the leave out want to be left out the conversation so bad. Like,
Right.
Be left out the conversation.
I
Right.
want to be left out
You
so
right.
bad. Like, so I really
Then why put it up? Then why put it up? Then?
put it up. What you mean?
You said you don't want to be
The
left
hair
out.
wants to
Then
be
why go
shown
out
so
like
bad,
that?
so
then?
bad. Like my
The
natural
leave
hair.
out just sounds just don't want to
I
act
don't
right.
think so.
Yeah, I do feel
But I
like
just want to know why in the black community, if you keep your hair done, they be like, she ain't got
No,
no hair.
but that's why I said, Kia, I understand you,
That's
but
a-
I get what they saying.
But that's what people think.
A lot of
That's what people think.
what I get what they're saying
Most
is a lot
people
of black
don't.
women don't feel comfortable with their natural hair out. So I guess
They
that's
would even
what
say,
they're
but yeah, they
saying.
go to the point and be like, you don't have hair.
Because
you don't wear your hair, you don't have hair.
We know.
That doesn't
Women
mean
know.
Oh, y'all said most men think what?
That
They
we
would
don't
think
have
even
hair.
That's all
women.
we
No,
see,
it's not
though.
just me. It's
That's
women
all
too.
we
Let
see.
him say this, y'all. Let him say it.
I don't want my bathroom with a whole bunch of loose hair.
So you want your woman to be natural dressed?
I don't care what she is, as long as she
But
happy.
you know how to dictate my hairstyle.
So I don't really care about what she. I
So-
don't care. I mean, personally, I don't care about. As long as you ain't got no bald
is
fade,
it-
I'm good.
What is it that you always see? Can you say what you always see? Because I feel like that's
What I always see?
That's a disconnect.
Okay,
from
this
us
is what. Okay, let me
versus
tell you
y'all.
what I always see. It don't matter if the hair is red, yellow, blue, mostly gray,
Green.
green, blue. These fake
White.
ass baby hairs. That shit irritates my soul to see somebody with a nice hair and these baby hairs shit. I be like, I don't even want to talk.
Yeah,
I agree with you with the baby
That shit is so
I'm gonna get my
irritating. It's
baby
almost
hairs.
like juvenile.
They
It's
ain't
just
gonna put
like
my
So-
eyebrows
but I
on
understand
my
the
back.
culture of it though. So I understand it's a style.
No,
So-
I just don't like
it's
it.
not a style.
What is it?
So-
It's a culture. It's
Yeah.
no. What you just said.
Yeah, it's a culture. It's a culture.
Black women naturally, our hairlines are soft. We have baby hair naturally.
Not
It's-
everybody.
Not
Not
everybody.
everybody.
I think nowadays not everybody because we didn't process the
We
fuck
need
out of our hair.
but back
We didn't
then,
back
black
then,
women
back
always
then,
had dramatic.
No, let's speak on it. Back then, if you had a fro, 2 afro puffs, you had.
Oh, you definitely
natural
had baby hair.
Baby
You
hair.
definitely
on
had
your-
baby hair.
on your head.
Them motherfuckers
in
was
the
there.
back and everything.
Yeah.
Sad
Right here, them little joints that twist up right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there.
It was there.
It was there.
It's always been there.
It's
for us.
always been.
It's our culture.
It's always,
We always
been
had
in our
baby hair.
blood.
So let me
I
ask you
just
this.
think
So
that
y'all
now-
always had baby hairs. What y'all saying?
Yeah.
In my opinion, when I noticed the Afro puffs and all that when I was a shorty, so
Yeah, they-
I
yeah,
definitely
they-
I definitely remember the baby
It was
hairs
very natural.
because you wasn't 11 years old when we even your head.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really see it when I was a
No,
kid.
it
Gray
wasn't back then.
wig
That
though.
wasn't no wig.
Hold on, wasn't nobody back in the day.
Yeah,
Listen,
with a
wasn't nobody
ponytail.
back in the day putting
It's
on
a
a
beret.
gray wig with some cheap ass hair.
That's
and
a
put
beret.
on gray
What
baby
you talking
hair.
about?
Nobody had no gray baby hair.
Let's speak about wigs.
Orange baby hair.
Let's speak about
Yellow baby
Orange
hair.
baby hair.
Blue baby hair.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Take that shit back to the Chinese store.
All type of colors. I
That's
got
bullshit.
red baby hairs. Y'all want
That
to go to
shit-
the
So-
Let's speak about wigs.
I'm talking about
Wait, hold on.
Every
That
history
shit-
of wigs.
Hold on.
That shit came.
Hold on. Before we
History behind wigs.
no, before we get
Hold
there,
on.
I still need an
What's the
answer.
history of that? What's the history of that?
I feel like y'all deflected. I'm a black woman. I can say
I didn't know
that.
that.
A lot of black women are ashamed of their hair. I feel like
What?
to be like
Yes.
their hair and their natural
She
state.
true.
Look at my.
And I feel like they're ashamed of their hair. To be
know.
like, oh, I can pay $400 for my braids or baby hair. I feel like that's deflecting.
I
I'm
literally-
not.
Are they
It's
natural
not
baby hair?
ashamed of my hair.
You are the first person I've heard
I've
say
never been
that
ashamed of my
ever.
hair.
Me?
That a black woman is ashamed of her
So-
hair.
Never been ashamed
So
of my hair.
hold on.
Yeah, black people.
So
definitely-
so look.
Yeah, Chris
like-
Rock
right,
called
good
that movie.
hair,
Chris
right.
Rock
I'm about to
had-
shut the question.
It was people saying that they was
I'm not
embarrassed of their
saying that
hair.
I'm not
gotta
saying that
shut
it's
the
true.
Why you put your hair in the perm?
I'm not saying that it's not
Right.
true.
Yeah, that's why I said
I'm
it's
saying
deep.
I
that
haven't
a lot of
my hair in
women.
years. I feel like we was
I'm
kids.
saying-
They permed our
A
hair.
lot of women that I'm around aren't ashamed of their hair at all.
So
You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
I'm talking about your natural.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Look, I don't disagree with
For real.
that. So the question was, how long have you gone natural? You said a month.
Strong
I'm
month.
gonna be honest. It's about a few
Every
days
day.
because of myself. I am a
Which-
high maintenance woman.
look,
I
How
want.
many days?
I am
I
fine.
would go 3 days in between hair appointments.
Look, sweetheart, I'm fine with
But
that.
it's not because I'm not comfortable.
It could be
That's
2
fine.
months for me.
So we gonna get there.
I'm
How
just
long
saying,
have you
it's
been?
That's different.
So I was gonna say,
How long have
like,
you been?
during the whole pandemic? Well, not during the whole.
We
pandemic.
talking about outside, baby. We ain't talking about indoors and pandemic
when
lockdown.
when I went to the store, I wore my natural hair. How long did I wear? Probably from like March to like I was just
During the pandemic.
About a month,
we have
month and a
questions.
half.
It was for months.
But we not talking about sitting inside and only
I
going
mean, I was
outside for a
I was
second.
going to the store. I was like going to work.
Hold on.
with
Let me
it. You
redefine
about going to
this.
the store,
Let me
going to
redefine this.
work?
I mean, you outside, like how you outside right now with us, and then you may leave here and go do something else for the rest of the night. I'm talking about you
Oh, it's probably
outside.
like 2 weeks or something.
Okay,
like that.
2 weeks. How about you? Maybe 2 weeks. So we got about a month,
3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days, a month.
Upward to 2 months. For me.
Upward to 2 months. I'm cool with
Days
that.
about now.
So here's my other question. I'm pretty sure it's rhetorical. Would you turn down a man of your dreams? Would you turn down a man of your dreams? Hell no, right? I wouldn't turn down a woman of my dreams. But here's the other part of that question. So the man of your dreams has a stipulation.
You got the way you're natural.
He don't want none of that shit. He don't want no weave.
told
Hold on, I got you.
told that.
I got you. So he don't want no weave. Not when you go out with your girls.
Y'all are
Not when
out
you
here.
take a trip.
It's a strong
He don't want.
population of y'all.
He don't want no eyelashes. He don't want no makeup.
No nails.
He barely wants you to use eyeliner or lipstick.
No nails?
And now I got you. So here's my thing, right?
No makeup.
So here's my thing. I got you. So all of y'all, when I asked would you turn down the man of your dreams, looked at me crazy, like, why would I do that? But the second I talked about your aesthetics, right? The things that aren't natural to you, you said, you know what?
Refrigerator open.
We rely
Refrigerator.
that to
Hold on.
control.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on. I got you. So here's my problem. And I'm going to break it down to you the way I would see it as a man. I'm the man of your dreams. I love everything about you that came out of your mama. The way you are, naturally, is what I love. Why are you more infatuated with the way you show up to the world than the way the man that loves you sees you?
Infatuated is a strong word.
Exaggeration.
Infatuated is crazy.
Belt to ass.
I can see that.
Infatuation
If,
is wild.
I can see that if I
It's
thought
wild.
Really?
Infatuation is wild.
So hold on, I got you. Let me one-on-one, y'all. Let me ask you. Let me ask
your
you.
wife, because you said you know a lot of people that think that way. I'm guessing you ran across somebody that said that to you.
Yeah, I've been approached by a lot of men who say to me, "It is so nice meeting you because you are natural. You're natural, and I really love that. I want a woman that is natural. If I could, 100% of the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a strong population of men. I told them, I said, baby, that's great. I'm natural today. I might not be tomorrow. I'm just need for you to understand that. Well, why can't you just do this more often? Because
what?
Because I changed my mind. I want to look different.
I want to look different.
Again, hold on. Stop
my
right there.
hair
Hold on.
color.
Hold on. No, I got you. Hold on. No, wait. Don't move past the question I just gave you. Because you gave me an answer to this man, and now you finding excuses of why you don't want him no more.
Why is that an excuse?
That's not an excuse.
Again, would you turn down the man of your dreams? I'm gonna ask you again.
If he's trying to control me and
I
say
don't know.
every day you gotta look like this,
I don't know you're the
with this
man
same
of my
hair, with
dreams.
this same face, bye, nigga.
He's not saying it. He's saying
So why?
No,
Okay,
why?
I got you. I'm gonna tell you why.
If
I'm gonna
my
tell you
man-
why. Hold
my
on, I
man
got you.
ain't
Look,
never
listen.
Tell me I want to date other people because
Listen.
every fucking day he got another bitch. This day I got orange, I got red, I got blonde, I got.
I don't.
I'm gonna
But
be a
that's.
different bitch for you every night.
But do you hear what you saying? I don't want another. Look, baby. I don't want another bitch. I want the one I got.
Bald head
I don't want. Listen to me. Listen to me. Hold on. Listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm speaking to you.
don't
Listen.
say her
As a
bald
man.
head.
Listen. Ooh. I don't want a different
want a
one.
boring ass
I
bald
want.
head bitch, go fast.
You know what's funny? We had a conversation earlier when we was talking about how the guy said he could fuck 3 different women, but he wouldn't want to fuck his bitch the same time. Right? Three times in a day.
All 3 of her hoes.
I got you. So here's the thing. Hold on. No. Look. Check it out.
What hoe you want tonight?
So what you said is you must not. You said you must not really love her enough for her to be enough. But if I'm asking you to be you, one you, not 12 of you, one you, and you're telling me I can't be one you, I gotta be 12 of you, then why the fuck are you mad at him for finding another you?
Seriously, let me.
Look, hold on. Can you answer that though? You said that he doesn't love her enough.
Or maybe.
Let me finish.
she's just
Let me
a
finish.
foreign bitch.
Let me finish.
Put it in your ass
Let me
or
finish.
something.
You said he does not love her enough that he can't have sex with her 3 times in a day, but he can have multiple women. He said again. I got you, ladies. Let me get through the question. Let me get through the question.
She boring.
Again, he can have sex with 3 different women in a day, but cannot have sex with his woman 3 times back to back.
In one night.
That's not what I'm getting at. Your answer was you don't feel like he loves her enough.
I said he doesn't like his girlfriend, the woman that he's with.
Right.
He hates her.
Okay, great.
So hold on.
He doesn't-
So if a man cheats, he don't like his girl no more.
We not talking about cheating, G.
I'm
We
just
not.
saying.
No, you moving the conversation. You moving the
He just
conversation.
fucking somebody.
You're not moving. You moving the conversation. You moving the conversation. We are not talking about cheating. What we are talking about is why do I want 3 different women? Because the man of your dreams wants you in your natural form. Stop trying to find a way out of this. I'm not letting y'all get out of this.
But why though?
I got you. Because I love you. I don't love who you show. Stop. When he saw you, he said, you are beautiful. I love that you are natural. He loves you in your rawest form.
Right. Okay.
What I don't like is any additional shit.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm strict to the woman that represents. No, it's not. The woman that you represent is who you are.
Okay. Let me help you. Let me help you understand how that translates.
You can't translate what you didn't let me finish.
Women like diversity.
Go ahead.
So what if a woman says to you,
Exactly.
you can't wear your hat, don't wear no hanging earrings.
Exactly.
I don't like the shoes.
Mhm.
You can't go out of town. You need to shave your beard. Like, what if someone came in with
Right.
all
What you gonna
that?
say?
What
I got you.
say?
If you the woman of my dreams, I have no problem with
And
that.
that's what I just said.
That's
what
I
I
have
just
no
said.
listen.
This is what
I
I just
have
said to you.
no problem with that.
What I just said to you. I said, I don't know if you the man of my dreams.
I just told you who it
came
is.
to me.
Now you don't know.
No, I'm telling you about my experience. This was a real ass experience. Nigga, I don't know if you the man of my dreams.
You saying that?
I'm telling you.
So-
you are a man that complimented me on my naturalness. And I'm
So
telling you.
so Vance, you're
that,
saying
hey, let me let you know what that translates to me as a woman and
Go ahead.
as most women. You're controlling. Why are you
Right.
trying
Are you controlling?
to control
Got you.
Giving that though.
what
Okay.
I'm like, hear it.
I'm trying to control
So-
everything about
If
it.
you are the
Control everything
this.
about me.
here,
Watch
let-
this.
hear
I
me
can't
out.
change my hair.
Hear
Watch out, I'm
me
finna fuck
out.
him up.
If you are the
Watch out,
man
I'm
of
finna
my
fuck him up.
dreams, you ain't. Cause ain't no man of my dreams
Don't
controlling
control me like that.
Hey,
Period.
I thank you.
Feminism.
Wait. Hold on.
And
Thank
now-
you.
And
So,
now,
Uh-huh.
if you are the man of my dreams, you less attractive to me for that.
So the man of your dreams. So the man of your
Let me
dreams
finish.
has no say so in
finish.
how you appear.
Let her finish. Hold on, let her finish.
Let me
We
finish.
about to let you finish.
I fuck with the fact that you see me in my naturalness and you can
That's beautiful.
appreciate
I love that.
because I appreciate it.
Right.
I'm looking in this mirror like, damn, you did that, bitch.
Right.
All right, but I don't like the fact that you feel like you can dictate how my aesthetic and my appearance is. Absolutely not. You're not the man of my dreams. Scratch that off the list. You was cool until then.
Okay, cool. So I got you. So I got. Hold on. So cool.
Take all
Look.
facets of me.
No, I got you. I take all facets. I got you. So here.
I can wear any
So-
color, any style. Love me for
So you
that.
wearing canary too? Canary
I
yellow?
can wear any. You want me to pull
This
the
shit
pictures up?
crazy.
Do you want me to pull the pictures up?
No,
I have
thank
worn every color hair in my life. I
So
took
do
that
you
shit.
realize? I
already
got
showed them the
you.
natural pictures.
See, here's the problem. When y'all speak. When y'all speak about black men and black men relationships, all of y'all are one-sided.
We not.
I got you. Hold on. Let me finish. Now it's my turn. Let me finish.
Do your thing.
This is how you one-sided. Because you don't give a fuck about what I actually care about. What I care about the most. What I desire the most. You are saying, hey, sweetheart. You wanted me to let you finish, right? You wanted me to let you finish, right? All right, so it's my turn. Check it out. If I'm telling you this is what I desire, this is what I love, you're saying fuck what you love. If you don't want me in all of these facets, then you don't really love me. But what I'm saying is the rawest form of you that is untamed, untouched, unaltered. I love that. But you say I love the extremities of me. I love the extra shit of me. So cool, I'll let you do that. But I can't converse with you the same way I would with you being unnatural as I would with you being natural. But you can do it.
Hold on, let me
You
say
can
something.
do it.
Let the man talk.
Let me say something. I feel like that's like kind of a 50-50 because I want one day you go want your woman looking like this, then the next day you go want your woman looking like that.
Like what?
So like I might want my girl like say we go to Jamaica or somewhere. But listen,
and go fuck a bitch with yellow hair.
Hold on. Listen.
See, why you got going like I'm cheating?
So listen, one day.
Let him say
So listen, let me see what I'm saying. So one day, so we go out the country, we go to Jamaica. The girl go probably go wanna wear some braids, and I'm gonna wanna wear some braids. Cause bitch, I'm not.
Do she have hair?
Don't matter.
Do she have hair? Yes or no?
You talking about a black woman?
Does she have hair? Nigga, you act like they bald head. Our black women ain't bald head, bro. They got fucking hair. They got hair down to their ass, bro, and still wear weave.
No, that's what I'm saying. On vacation, most women have braids in their hair. Right.
Do they have hair?
Don't matter if they do, bro.
It does matter.
No, it don't, bro.
Hey, sweetheart, listen. Is your hair braided under there?
Let's be real.
Let me finish talking, but listen what I'm saying. So I think in their natural forms, that's fine. But also, one day I'm gonna want my girl with a ponytail. One day I'm gonna want her with some braids. But hold on, one day I'm gonna want her with this. One day I'm gonna want her with leggings.
Okay.
One day I'm gonna want her with jeans. Like, you got, like, I know a guy that literally only fuck with chicks that wear jeans.
Okay.
Right?
So
then I like to see girls in leggings to see the natural forms.
I have no problem with any of that.
But hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my only take is I don't like a woman that got a caked up face that look like a powdered donut, right?
I hate
but
that
if
shit.
I have a girl, I'm gonna just be like, damn, babe, that's a little too much today. That's it. So I'm not really a natural. I think when people say natural, and then be like, man, I'm gonna fuck girl hair nappy and shit. So this is the response that they're gonna get, right?
Okay.
So the insecurity comes from us talking like that sometimes. You see what I'm saying?
So, all right, stop.
The reason I'm just saying, hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hear this out. So it's a little insecurity
This is
because
horrible.
like just me. I just think about the last girl I dated. I promise you, you know how I am.
Okay.
I didn't give a fuck how her hair was. All I care about was a caked up face because that shit looks hideous to me. That's the only thing. Long as you don't walk around with a bald fade like me and a caked up face like a powdered donut, I don't care about none of that other shit, bro. I don't care. And don't wear no motherfucking bloopers to bed. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But as far as her coming in a natural form, do that shit, whatever her comfortability is. Okay. If she wanna whatnot, if you wear some bogus weave, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, bro. Because you know why? I ain't gonna lie, I don't like my bed with loose hair. I don't like to go in my bathroom. Like I had this girl, it was about 3-4 months ago. She went in the bathroom. This bitch used my brush. So I'm mad. I'm like picking up hair out my shit. I'm like, that's the shit I'm talking about, bro. I called her back. I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to be rude, but you owe me a brush. That bitch $3.99. I need that. A new brush. But guess what? She might have braids one day. And then I ain't gonna care.
That sounds fucking crazy. Go ahead.
That's why I said I get what
But
you're
some women,
saying.
they
Hold on, Pat, let her go.
They have weave and that shit just be not put together.
Right.
That shit be bogus, bro. Like, you need to take that shit and throw it in the garbage. But niggas do the same thing too, though. Niggas go get the little black spray on and shit, bro. Niggas get the fake beard. So niggas do the bogus shit too. You know what I'm saying? They do. But so it's like, whatever they require, we gotta require too, though. But no, even if, I understand what he's saying. He want the woman in a natural form, but then
y'all don't understand what I'm saying.
But if you do catch
she's trying to say it.
Go ahead.
I understand what he's saying. I like you in your raw form, whatever, natural self. I think it's just maybe the way you say it, like, baby, I love you when you wear your ponytail more. I love you with your hair more. Like, I dated a guy like that, and he loved natural hair, and he really meant that. Like, he would wash my hair in the shower and everything.
Damn.
I was one of them.
I
was one of them.
That. Like, he made me feel like so beautiful. And so that's why I say it's a way to do it.
Yeah.
You'll get back after this one.
I love you in your natural state. Like, I love you when you wear your nails short. You know, it's a way you can do it, but when you just come in the door like, no weave, no eyelashes, no, like this, do like this, you gotta wear a dashiki. Like, when you just come in, you just come in like that, it's just kind of like.
So when he gave you that feeling, you start wearing your natural hair.
Yeah, I would always wear my natural hair around him. Like, no, I would.
But did you like wearing it like that?
So I got a question for either one of y'all.
So when you stop being around him, you do the weave in there?
Yeah, I would wear my hair like this in a ponytail or something.
But no, what I'm so sick, do you hear that? So when you was with him,
right.
So that almost kind of about what he's saying. When you was with him, because he loved the way you had your natural hair.
Right.
You wore that natural hair.
Right.
That's
when
it.
you stopped talking to him,
Right.
you went back to that bullshit.
It don't matter.
What's interesting
So that's
about
almost
what she
kind of
said-
what
That's
he
what I'm
said.
saying.
Yeah, that's
why I
what
said
he
she
What
understands
you
it.
said too is that you said that he made you feel so beautiful.
So now you're doing kind of both.
This is
Right.
this is
Right,
this
yeah.
is a build up. This
Right.
is not just a man that you meet when you out. You know what I'm saying? You got comfortable enough with this man
Right.
where it made you feel like, well, damn, shit, I could do my natural hair today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's tact and it's comfortability. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for you to want that from me, but you can't come through the door
Oh, right.
telling me that.
Demanding it is crazy.
I think you're
You said what?
controlling.
Demanding
That
it
This
is
shit
crazy.
scare me the fuck off.
Exactly. This
Because
don't-
you natural today, you gotta stay like that for the rest of your life. Like,
Exactly. This coming
What-
up as
what things
control
about a man do
as
you
opposed to a
demand
man
coming
that
through the
built
door?
a relationship with you.
Right.
It's like, let me wash your hair today.
Right.
I got a question for you.
Hold on.
I got a question
Let
for
her speak, 'cause she
Go
said
ahead.
something.
I said demanding that is crazy. Like, ask me, like, or you could tell me, like, oh, that's my preference, and I'll be like, okay, I can work with you.
I'm gonna work with you.
And if you make me feel comfortable enough to be in my natural state, because like I said, like I'm not really super comfortable like that. Just
because black women.
because it's hard.
So
to
what
be-
made
Your
you
hair is a
super?
little
Hold on,
coarse.
but
We
hold
sensitive
on.
about
But what
bullshit.
made you super
Like,
what did you say you were?
Uncomfortable.
What made you
Uncomfortable.
super uncomfortable about your hair?
It's not. It's just I don't think that it looks like I'm saying, like it can be when I go get my little silk press. Okay, it's cute for that day. The next day, it's a fucking afro. So now I'm like, why would I want to like? It don't fit me. I don't think.
can we talk about
So
the
basically,
history of
so
wigs?
basically,
We will get there.
you don't care about the way you. I mean, you care about how you look, but you don't care what his opinion of it is,
I
right?
care what
I
he
very much
what he
care.
thinks and how he feels, but I want to be comfortable
With
too.
yourself, right?
So
okay.
if I'm doing all of this for you, I'm gonna feel like I'm not gonna be able to be my 100% true self. I'm not gonna feel as good about myself.
Because your
I'm
shit
gonna-
is shriveled up.
I'm gonna be in
Say
like
that
this
part.
little
Shell.
like a
Like a
ball
shell,
bag.
yeah.
Because that's not how I feel comfortable. I don't want to show up.
But
as
I'm
this
doing
person.
this for you.
That's
So
not.
this is
I'm doing it
like-
for you because I love you.
So y'all basically saying y'all willing to do any and everything for
Because
y'all
you're my
man,
dream
right?
dad.
No.
Yes,
No.
but
Granddad.
No, they're not.
Probably.
It's in
No,
the
they're
gene.
not.
And not
No, they're not.
But we just doing it because he
No,
likes
they're
it.
not.
He
You're
don't
my
feel
dream
good.
dad,
All right, so
So hold on, you don't feel good.
Hold
So
on.
did you feel good every time that man washing your hair with? I guess I don't know what type you was using,
Yeah,
but
right.
that's
Right.
nice.
Crimination.
Right.
Yeah, cream of nature. There you
Did you
go.
feel good when he was washing your look?
Scratching
I
your
don't know if it's
scalp.
short,
Scratching
but
your scalp.
Scratching your scalp, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel good about it,
Every
right? So the
day.
second you stopped talking to him, you went back to weed. Why was that?
Because I guess, like Kia said, baby, and that's why I was being honest. I said I don't think a lot of black women feel comfortable in their natural hair. Like, they
But he
may-
made so one man made you feel
He did.
comfortable.
One
He
man.
did. He
The
made-
rest of y'all don't.
Right, he made me feel comfortable. He made me feel
Well,
good.
first of all, the reason why he wants you in your natural hair because it don't cost a lot.
All right, so hold on. So you said when you go on a trip, you might want to have a braid, so on and so forth.
The reason.
So I got hold on. You said I'm just repeating what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, that's true.
Braids, you want to wear leggings, so on and so forth. Want to
that's
dress
just
different, right?
preference,
I got you.
yeah,
but hairstyle, you might want a ponytail. You might want this. To be honest with you, I don't know why people think that our black women is bald head because they is not. Number one, I got you. Hold on. No. See, I had a point. I had a point to all this. Number one, your natural hair can be braided. Your natural hair can get put in a ponytail. Your natural hair can be straightened. Your natural hair can do whatever the hell you want with it. You don't have to have any weave in order to make a hairstyle. Again, you just said you wanted to have braids.
We talking about those.
Her natural hair
Listen, what
does
if you
not
deal
have
with
to
a
be
woman
down to
like
her
me
ass.
that like to change her hair color every week. You cannot naturally keep dyeing your hair.
Again,
it will break your hair off.
Did
if
you-
I keep dyeing my natural hair orange, red, blonde, yellow, green,
Did
I will be
the
bald
man
head.
did the man say he wanted any of that? What did I say he wanted?
This is
What did I say he
want.
wanted?
But you saying
You don't
that
care about what
a
that man
woman
want.
You don't care about what the
I
man
said
wants.
that
See what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't care about what he
It's
wants.
not about me caring what he wants. You just feel like as a
What
woman.
is wrong with a woman putting
What if
herself
the
first?
put herself first?
Oh,
Whoa! There we go. Now we there. Okay.
You say I want her natural.
Okay.
I could be natural as a
Yes.
blonde. I could be
Yes.
natural with orange hair. I could be natural with red hair.
No, you can't.
Okay. No.
Not if it's weave. Not if it's
No,
weave.
no, no,
And
no.
not if you dye
Baby,
it.
I can show
Not
you
if it's
pictures.
weave and not if you dye it.
King.
That is
King.
not your natural color,
King.
queen.
We know.
King. If you say you want natural hair, you ain't say shit about a color. If you say you want natural hair and I dye my natural hair red, King, am I still natural?
No. That's an alteration.
It's a natural hair.
It is an alteration. It is an alteration.
Because I put a color on my natural fro, I am not natural.
So if you are his complexion and you put on makeup like he said to a powdered donut, would your skin still look natural?
No.
That can't.
It's a color.
So
oh my God.
King, listen. If I put red dye on my natural hair,
Are you
I'm
still
not
natural?
natural
No,
more?
you are not, sweetheart.
chemical
It is a chemical process.
No. I never. When I went red, I never put a chemical on my hair.
So what you putting in there?
I put a red dye on my hair.
Is the dye a chemical or
like
not?
a rinse.
Do you know what? I got you.
It's not a chemical, King.
Just check me out. A chemical causes a reaction. Do you understand it?
So
I got you. Hold on. I got you. The
if
chemical.
You go
hold on.
You have to bleach
Listen.
your hair. That's a chemical.
You're not listening. The chemical of the dye.
Now y'all know more about our hair than we do.
The chemical.
Let's talk
I mean, we talking about 42 bust downs. We talking about 42 bust downs and 27 pieces and shit. I mean, what's up? I got you.
Argue in the beauty shop.
I got you.
every day.
So here's.
I told you I put a vegan rinse on my hair. A vegan rinse on my hair.
So
No chemicals to
here's the
change the
problem.
color. You're telling me I'm not natural no more. It's my hair, but I changed the color. A vegan rinse is a temporary change in the color of your hair.
So do
I'm
you
not natural no more.
understand what a chemical does?
It's
Change
not.
is the element.
It's
of
a
it.
chemical
It's a color.
process when you dye your hair.
So you're not natural no more.
Whether it's semi-permanent or permanent, it is a chemical.
So you are
process
no
to get
longer natural. If you
You're
are,
not
if
in
you
your
are out
natural
with a
state,
natural
no.
say
fro,
that is not
I
your
think
natural state.
she just
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not your natural
crazy.
color, bro.
That's not
It's
my
not a natural
color.
state,
It's still
bro.
my
Period.
natural hair.
It's still her natural color.
It is
bro.
not your natural. Yo, you are a fucking brown hair. You're not blonde.
It is people in Africa that grow blonde hair.
And they
from their
have
scalp.
blonde hair.
They grow
don't
blonde
turn it.
hair
Yo,
from their scalp.
look, listen to
Can
me.
we pull them up?
Are you listening? Are you listening to
that don't
yourself?
mean that's
So
true,
listen
though.
to yourself.
Listen,
Hold on. Look, I got you. Listen to yourself. There
So
are
I can
people.
grow blonde
Listen,
hair like
there
that.
are people in Africa that grow.
grow
You will
blonde
not
hair.
grow blonde hair if your hair ain't fucking blonde naturally.
Then how do they do it?
Because that's their natural hair.
Okay, so that's their natural hair.
But that's not yours.
Okay.
So when you
Yeah,
change your hair
they
color to theirs,
No,
you're not natural.
What she's saying.
Okay, King.
No, y'all, no,
That
no.
doesn't make
I
sense.
think what she's saying.
That
hear me
doesn't
out.
make
Hold on.
sense.
What she's
That's just
saying.
stupid.
Whether her hair is whether her hair is nappy. Listen. Can I say something?
Okay,
Whether her
go
hair
ahead,
is
King.
curly or straight.
If
she changed the color, it doesn't change the texture of her hair. She's basically what she's saying. No matter what color it is. If it's natural,
And
it's
what
natural,
we're
and I
saying
believe that
is-
too, because you're just changing the color of her hair. She's not permanent.
Right.
She's not
Like what?
bleaching it.
You like blue hair?
Chemical permanent's also.
You like blue hair, G?
Not a permanent blue
Do
hair.
you like blue hair?
No.
Okay, so
I'm
when
not
she
talking about
when
the
she
light.
changed her color to fucking blue, and her
The
color was normally
color.
brown. I got you. When she was brown when you met her, and you said she fine as fuck. I love everything about this woman, and she changed her hair to blue because she wanted fucking blue, and you don't like blue. You cool with that
Not
though,
what
right?
I like.
Again.
was talking
Oh, so you on
not what
18? So you just shut up and take
Wait a
it.
minute. I thought we was talking
No,
about.
I understand what you're saying. She said,
Still
listen,
natural
so
hair.
if she got a fro,
A blue fro.
it's still a natural blue fro.
It's still
she just
natural
changed
hair.
the color of her hair. That's
So you
it.
saying you want me in natural hair? If I change the color, why is it a
Deja.
problem?
I will say.
So if you take the clips
Let
of
her
her hair
finish.
and made it blonde,
If
you
I was
not
to dye
natural?
my hair,
Just
if I
the
was,
tips of it.
regardless, highlights. I've had it. Trust me.
That's your
That
natural
is-
hair.
And a hairstylist will tell you this. When you put a
manipulating your hair.
chemical, whether it's semi-permanent, whether it's bleach,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a rinse, it doesn't matter. That is a chemical, and it changes the bonds of your hair. You can still be natural,
Mm-hmm.
but somewhere along the line, your hair shaft texture, regardless if you see it or not with your own eye, has changed.
Mm-hmm. So did you dye your
It
hair
is-
black?
No, I have not. But I've dyed my hair before,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not saying that I felt less natural or was more natural or any
I've
of
never
that.
felt
I
that.
just say you just
But
don't
but
like
I
y'all.
will say that is a chemical
Hater.
process that changes your hair.
Okay,
It does.
I'm
Why
done
As a
here.
black
No,
woman,
why
that's like when I
say-
get my hair blown out. This is changing my fucking hair too. That's heat.
So that's not your real natural hair.
Exactly.
It's not no natural
No,
state.
that's
Well,
true.
no,
But if you want a natural woman, ain't you gonna be content with that? King.
Am I gonna be
You
content
gonna
with
be
that?
content with that, right? If you want a natural woman,
If I'm that guy,
let her have natural hair.
If I'm that guy, I want it coy since it usually is.
Wow.
Okay, so
Hold on.
I just gotta say,
She's done.
no,
She's done.
Listen, I was gonna say that
She's done.
He's like, I gotta go.
I got to go.
So I was gonna say,
And into your
And
point,
the hair take him out, boy.
Into your
The
point.
hair take
Hold
him
on, we're
out.
about to put
okay,
those
no,
ass on
that's what I was
y'all.
about
You
to
like
say.
that shit.
I think that
I ain't
in
no
general, like I said, a lot of black women are not comfortable in their natural hair state.
Are you comfortable?
So I am like
I
getting
am,
better.
I am.
No, I am
Oh.
getting better, but I'm saying like that guy made me feel that way. You know, made me feel that way more. So I'm
I'm
like,
gonna go
if
with
black men, like this was like last year. So I'm saying like, and black men need to show this with their actions. That's what I'm saying. He was like, oh, I love it. Let me wash your hair in the shower. Y'all can say all this. And then when you're talking about natural hair, you're talking about a mixed woman's hair. Or your actions does not match what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. If you really love black women in their natural state, you need to.
But what
Show.
this brother was saying earlier,
I'm not going with that.
I don't 100% agree, but then again, he said that black women are, low quality. So off top, you just sit here and
Somebody
said,
told me to
wait,
show
hold
my
on.
back.
You just sit here and said that your natural looks is low quality.
Yeah.
You want to look like Chin
I
Wong
ain't never said that was
European.
and Luz
Hold on.
and
Bring it in.
and Maria, and you want to look like Maria.
It's time for the history.
You want to look like Maria.
Yeah.
We're going off with the verbal language that you spoke. You
It's not,
spoke that
baby.
you are not
Baby,
safe
everything
and secure
that
with
I
your natural
adore
looks.
is of confidence. You can
You
never.
you said that you
Baby,
stated.
I'm very confident in my natural state. In this state,
I never
whatever
stated
state, can't
that.
nobody ever
I'm going
bring
off the
me
verbal
down.
language that you
Ever.
use.
Baby, my verbal language is
So
that bitch cocky
the
as
principle
fuck.
is
That's what my verbal
black
language
woman
is.
natural
I'm
looks.
cocky as fuck. In
Black woman natural looks is low quality now.
In my natural state, I'm still cocky as fuck. I can pull any nigga in my natural state. Okay?
How many long-term relationships can you pull?
That's what I pull.
How many long-term relationships can you pull? The nigga that you met 20 years ago. The nigga you met 20. You went backwards. And you moved him in. You moved him in. You moved him in. You moved him in your house.
I am natural and I am 100% comfortable in my
You moved him in your house.
What's up? What's up?
You
I
moved
moved him in my house from his
a
down
jobless
apartment.
man
He paid my
in
car.
your
He
house.
not jobless. That nigga a
He
millionaire.
can't
And
wash.
He paid my mortgage.
He can't
He
clean.
paid my mortgage.
He can't
And
cook.
He was cook,
He
clean,
can't
and everything.
drive. He ain't
That
got a
nigga said,
license.
Don't play with my
No,
man.
no,
Don't play with my man, baby. His credit score 100. He drive an FBI Jag. His car 100,000. Don't play with me, and he pay my mortgage every month. Don't
Okay.
never play with him.
I'm just basing out
He
what
a
the last
millionaire.
episode
Don't
stated.
never-
I'm basing out the
Well,
last
get your ass in the
episode.
shot while I'm up.
I'm-
My natural
I'm basing out the last episode.
My natural hair. He love all this shit.
This is
And
not
he a
what was-
millionaire. Don't play with my
I'm
man.
going off the last episode. The last episode was I was surrounded by women who take care of man. I moved my man and his
that
son
was my
in.
sister standpoint.
No.
And I chimed in.
Okay.
Kiana.
No, Kia, man,
right.
her
Kiana.
man
You
is
just
very
said-
successful.
I'm
you
not
just
gonna say
stated-
shit. And you can bang
You
it on
just
the
stated
kids.
when
Let
I
her
was
speak.
over there.
Kiana, put that. You can put that on
You just
whoever.
stated
Let
when
her
I was
speak.
over
I'm not
there.
gonna say shit.
Natural
Let her
looks
speak.
is
Let her
worthless
speak.
to a black woman.
No,
Can you be quiet, King?
no.
Let her
Alright,
speak.
so that's why I said, like Jada said, it's a lot of history behind why black women don't like that.
Kiana, can you get to the point what you
And
say about my man?
just saying,
Because she knew him since we was kids.
oh yeah, her man is very successful. He's a very
Very.
good guy.
No, he wasn't disrespecting your man. He was
Very.
only going off what you were seeing in the
Right.
past.
The previous
I never said
episode.
nothing negative
No.
about
Oh, you
him.
didn't ever say
I love
nothing
him.
negative.
She said a lot of black women take care of their men. She
But I
said
didn't say
that.
I did.
Well, right, he's not talking about
But baby,
your
I
man.
did
We
never.
talking-
Make sure you send her the video
I
of the
did
last
never.
episode.
But
Please.
Because
Can we talk
when I'm
about
around black women and I feel like how I speak about how I'm taken care of
Yeah,
as a
she do be
queen,
like that.
no woman can relate. So I was speaking on their struggles, not mine.
Well, can I ask you a
Let's be
question?
clear.
Why are you the only one at the table loud and obnoxious?
I don't, because you speaking on
Did
things
I
that
say
are
anything
false and
true?
I'm passionate.
Did I say anything
not
true?
obnoxious.
Did
I'm
I say
passionate.
anything true?
You said things that were untrue.
Wow.
And I had to correct you.
So why are you obnoxious? Why are you out of
He don't
character if
know
I
he
said
don't
something
know
true?
He don't know
I'm
your man.
passionate.
He don't know your man, kid.
I don't.
So it ain't
We're not
nothing-
talking
Okay,
about.
no. But he said last time I spoke about I moved some man into my
No,
house.
she
I
did.
never spoke
No,
about that.
she did.
God damn.
Is that what? That's what I said. Is that what I said?
No, she said she know a lot of women that take care of men.
No, never mind.
Did I say I take care of men?
Never mind.
King,
We gon'
speak your mind. Did I say I take care of men?
Like I
Or
stated,
did I say-
is you all just stated. Well, okay, it
Thank
started.
you.
It started
That's
from
all I
this.
was trying to
It
get at.
started. No, what it started from is when I was sitting over there. You all stated that the natural looks of a black woman is uncomfortable.
That's not what we said.
So I
Baby,
stated that that's low
I showed
quality.
them pictures and I said I'm very comfortable in my natural state. You probably went at the table so you would see them. Did you want me to pull it back up?
I'm not looking at no picture. I'm
Did you
looking
want
at
me to
what
pull
you
up
said,
back
what
up?
you
She said-
averagely look like throughout the year.
It doesn't matter.
We
I'm
had this
very
in the
natural.
beginning. We had this in
I'm
the
very
beginning.
comfortable being natural.
The counter
What do you
was-
averagely look like throughout the year? Yourself or China, Ching Chong?
So you
Or
saying right
Maria?
now with African
Ching
braids, I
chong.
look like a ching chong?
I'm asking.
King? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking.
You say I like a
You
ching
look
chong
like,
with African,
I'm saying.
with African
you
braids.
got Chinese hair in your hair.
Malaysian?
Your head.
This is Chinese
What is it?
hair?
What is it?
You got
Malaysian-
Chinese hair in your head.
Malaysian
So you got
hair?
African
This
hair in
is
your
Chinese
head?
hair?
Brazilian?
Is it Chinese? Where
This
do
is
your hair
my
come from?
African roots.
Where do your hair come? Where did you
This
buy
is
it
from
from?
African roots. We be getting our hair braided.
Where did you get the actual hair from that you have on your head?
From an African store.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
And,
you're
and,
right.
and that's the
Let's
honest
be
truth.
clear. Let's be clear. She said her preference is she would rather go to the shop and spend $400 for her braids to go down to her ass than to do my $100 hairstyle to get my hair blown.
That's my preference.
real hair.
That don't have
That's
nothing to do with what I'm comfortable with.
Listen. My preference is my $100 blowout. That's my preference. So don't get it misconstrued.
Oh, preference that I'm not
she
comfortable.
not comfortable with it. She comfortable with it. She
said
said
that.
she would
I said
rather
that.
do this every 2 weeks.
I
She
said
would rather do
that.
it.
I said that. I
And
feel
I
like
would
a
rather
lot
do
of black
this.
women are
That's a
not comfortable
preference.
with
It don't have nothing about being
And that's
comfortable.
where
I was
it gets
over there.
kind of-
Nobody stated at the same way that they wasn't
So hold on.
comfortable with their natural
Hold
self.
on.
She
Hold on.
said that a lot of
Hold on.
women are not. We said we are.
So I got you. Hold on, wait. Now that we say preferences, not hold on. We got preference.
said I
Look,
was
we
not-
got
I never said that.
preference.
No,
Great.
no.
You said that is your
I said
preference.
that's my preference.
That-
She said
I got
she
you.
feel like a lot of black women are not comfortable with their natural hair. Men, they just said we do
Okay.
not agree with
So
that.
look, we got preferences.
Thank you.
We hold on.
That's
We got preferences. So when I asked the question about the man that gave his preference of what he would have or his standard, because your preference ain't a standard. That's just a preference, right? It could sway. Because you say I go natural, right? Maybe I go blue, I go red, I go short, I could
just like
I
I
could do
can-
whatever, right?
and just
But
like I can go-
right, you go yellow too, right? Canary, right? So look, check it out.
That shit.
And
So,
just like I can go
and you could
wig
go
or
wig,
braids
you
or
go
whatever.
straight. So my question again, back to what bring it full circle, was when he dropped that of saying, yo, like this is something that I desire the most. Like this is very important to me, right? Not saying this is something that this is like a non-negotiable, but this is what I desire the most. Right? Because y'all blanket it to be like this villain that's like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna lock you in the basement and take all your weave out type shit. Right? He's saying this is what I got you. This is what I value the most. And I said that multiple times in the segment. This is what I value the most. So me telling you my value system of what I value
doesn't
is
bother me.
hold on, let me finish. Me telling you what I value sounds controlling. I'm not telling you that you can't show up. I'm telling you this is what I want the most.
You saying that does not bother me. But if I change my hair tomorrow and you tell me you need to take that out and go back natural, that is controlling.
I'm gonna tell you I don't again.
That is
If I don't like it, why should I have to like it?
So are you
Well, you
willing
don't
to
like
change
me
everything?
then.
But look, are you willing to
Whoa, wait, stop.
You don't
I don't
like
like
me
you
then.
because I don't like what you added to you.
We already said this.
You do not like
So
me.
I don't like you, and
You don't
there's
like me.
there's where your
me.
point.
Bad argument.
No, it's not, because there's where his point comes up. Is saying that you then are saying that your natural form ain't enough.
No, it's not.
I'm saying it is. You're saying it's not.
It's not us
But I
saying
think
that.
it's
It's
to their
saying
own
that
preference, though,
Monday,
what they
Tuesday,
like.
Wednesday, I want to be natural.
Right.
Thursday, Friday, I want to switch it up. Saturday, Sunday, I want to go back natural. If you telling me that I can't switch up my styles because you don't like it, you don't think that is controlling?
Where do you show up with that style?
What do you mean by that?
Are you wearing that style when you go out the house, or are you cool being natural inside the house without that
I'm
style?
cool being natural, 52 inches,
Hold on,
48
hey,
inches, wherever I'm at.
Majority of the year.
Let's switch it up a little
Majority
bit.
of the year, I could be
Listen,
natural
you are
half
now
of the
who you
year.
are.
I could be natural half of the year. I could be unnatural the other half. I'm comfortable in either way. If I'm the type of woman that like diversity and I like to switch my colors and switch my hair, and you telling me I don't like that, that's controlling. Like, what? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can tell me.
Is it
but that doesn't
controlling,
make sense
or is it
to
just something
So what
that
say
he likes?
what say so does the man have?
What he
You really
like.
like
Right.
the essence
Of me, or do you just like my hair?
The essence.
Because if you like
Whoa.
me and my soul and my spirit,
Huh.
you don't care what color hair I get, what color style I
What?
get.
How does that
can a
make
person
sense?
love your soul and your spirit? You don't even love your own damn self.
Right.
You don't even love the
Change
natural
my
self.
hair color. I love
How does that make sense?
Spirit.
How does you adding? How does
This
you
is male
making it?
chauvinist.
How does you?
This is male chauvinist.
How?
Because I changed my hair, I don't love my soul and my
So the
spirit.
reason, look, the reason this is a bad argument.
That is exactly what you said, kid.
Bring it down. This nigga 20.
All right, so this is the last topic. This something real, probably like I wanted to touch on should we pay for our kids' college, but it's kind of late, too late for that. So this last one is the Illuminati real? So I personally don't think so. Okay, I feel like if a person like work hard, let's say India Ari, right? She worked really hard at honing her skill, her craft, playing instruments, singing, all this shit, and then you gotta like cross over to this other side just to get money or some shit. Like I don't think a person like works to develop themselves and then like cross over to some more bullshit. I don't think it's really real. I think it's shysters in business, but I don't think it's like no Illuminati
I'm
shit.
not saying Illuminati for real, but I do feel like every celebrity, before they reach a certain height, they lose somebody close to them, whether it's a mother or a sister, brother or child. And I never understood that. I don't want to believe that Illuminati is real, but it makes me question. Jennifer Hudson, they killed her whole family. Kanye West, they killed his mother. It's so many celebrities that they family died in the most weird, tragic ways before they reached their peak. I don't understand that.
But people die every day though.
So it would,
I don't understand that.
In my opinion, I would say it have to be. I'm looking at a macro, not a micro, right? So in order to control the masses or to keep a certain narrative, you can only have a select amount of people that know what's exactly going on, and everybody else they have to be in the dark. But you have to have some of them to have some knowledge, right, to play a part in the big picture, right? So let's say, for instance, like you said, India Ari or anybody else that's done all of this amazing accolades, right? And then now, in order to cross this threshold, right, because over here, it's the billionaires, multi-billionaires. You might hit a bill, but you want to be at the billionaires table. We control all of this. The only way you're going to be in here, because if you come in here shake shit up, you fuck up a lot. You fuck up $2 billion worth of profits or any type of business, you create a big-ass ripple to the rest of the economy. And then as it trickles down that ripple, the smaller people who actually run the businesses, who actually show up day to day, right? Those people get affected the most, and then that ends up crippling multi-billion-dollar business over here. So what we can't do is allow you to have too much leverage, access, and power without it being governed. Which is why you would have to have some type of control, some type of governing.
It might not be called the Illuminati, but they're governed.
But it's
Illuminati is a whole different type of ball game. That's like president type shit, like congressman type shit.
It may not be the Illuminati,
Walmart owner type shit.
When
but
you reach a millionaire status and
it's
you
like
reach the masses, you are governed.
It's an industry type thing.
What you can put out, what you can't put out, what you got to put in their heads, what you got to put on TV. You are governed.
Industry type thing. Because that's just like, okay, so if you think it really, some type of brotherhood or Masonic, whatever you want to call it.
It's Masonic.
It in that case, you got how many, speaking on our culture, how many people in our culture are multimillionaires and billionaires? So why is it that we don't have the trade schools back in our community, the baseball fields back in our community, the basketball courts back in our community, the money management back in our community? Well, not back in our community, but money management classes, entrepreneurship in these schools. Why do you think they're not investing their money into our communities? Because they're not right. They are not. They are not. They can't do it.
So let me get this right.
So
I'm on the same page as you. That billionaire or that multimillionaire that just reached that next class, got into that class, and that governing system said, "Hey yo, I heard what you was trying to do, but if you gonna thrive over here, you can't fucking do it. Cause I promise you, I'm gonna show you what power look like, and everything you got, I will take that shit away. Yeah. So what you can't do is teach them what you discovered, right? You can't teach them how to get to this spot because if everybody is a millionaire, who the fuck is the
black culture?
Who's the consumers?
Yeah, who's sweeping the floor?
Who's the janitor?
But the black culture though, if all the black cultures awake,
you got too much power.
Guess what? They can't sleep.
But what I say, power and leverage. Up there in that upper echelon, you're gonna have to govern power and leverage because if everybody can play on the same ball field, everybody can shoot at the same gym, who the fuck is going to be the low man on the totem pole? And if we got
everybody
power,
can't be rich. Everybody, it's no absolute when it comes to that. Everybody can't be the same of everything at the same time.
Because you have no governor no more. The government doesn't exist. It's if everybody on the same
page. So you're saying the government is the Illuminati?
He doesn't exist.
That's how I feel
the
like
government,
yes,
over there.
The government
is the people over there who run Iraq, all that.
They control everything.
He doesn't exist. It's everybody. If everybody is on the same page, he no longer exists.
He's no longer needed.
So everybody are their own government. You feel me? Like it once upon a time was. That's just like, for prime example, Puff Daddy. We always thought Puff Daddy owned a lot of shit. Now it's coming out. That nigga ain't own a damn thing. He was just a spokesman or whatever it is.
Ambassador.
We just gonna use your face of this product. That nigga ain't even own Ciroc.
That's because the real power, in my opinion, the real power, and this is where the Illuminati kind of comes into place. And when I'm thinking of Illuminati, the real power is not money. Is leverage. You can have leverage to gain money. You can use money to gain leverage. But leverage will keep you afloat when you make $50 billion and I make $100,000. But the leverage that I have on you is more valuable than everything that you possess. Because my leverage can tear you completely down. So guess what? My leverage is now worth $50 billion. And I only make $100,000 a year. So that, in my opinion, is why they say what? When they join the Illuminati, they gotta help kill a family member. They have to do some shit that could fuck up their career, right? Because as big as you're about to get, crossing this door threshold, we gotta make sure that we got some leverage that could tear any power you gain down. Which is why, again, I would believe that somewhere in there, it exists.
All right, so Ray, remember we used to talk in the barbershop and shit, and you was saying like TD Jakes with it, all these reverends and shit like that. You still believe that, or you changed your sentiment?
Hell yeah, they ain't up there preaching. They up there motivational speaking. They ain't reading them scriptures. He up there bullshitting. Faggot ass. That's what he doing. He's motivational speaking. He's a motivational speaker.
He's a motivational speaker, but he
pop your shit, bro.
He's motivational speaking. That's not a preacher. That's not somebody who's that's
there. He started there preaching. People hung on to him, and he saw what I'm like. Okay, he's like, wait, they really catching on to me as a preacher. Okay. So let me start motivating the masses because that's what they paying for.
So Illuminati is like selling your soul and shit, right?
Oh well,
partial.
Well, Illuminati is the leaders. People want to say elite. They want to say Illuminati.
Hold on. We finna get to that.
He's on a contract with them. That's who he worked for. He worked for them. When is he speaking out of the book of Jeremiah? When is he speaking out of the book of Ezekiel? When is he speaking out of the book of Genesis? When is he speaking out of the book of Revelations? When is he speaking out of the Apocryphy? When is he speaking out of the book of Enoch? When is he speaking out of the book of Giants?
The Bible. Yes, he has turned into a motivational speaker, but he started as a preacher. And then he see like, oh my God, the masses are following motivational
What
speakers.
book out of the Bible have you heard him speak out of?
What made you speak on TJ Jakes?
I'm asking you a question. What book out of the Bible you heard him speak out of?
So you say Joel Osteen.
What's the?
I said TD
Joel
Jakes.
Osteen. Joel Osteen
He's a son of a bitch too.
Okay, so why you
He's a
say
son of a
TD Jakes instead of
bitch
Joel
too.
Osteen? Because
They
he got
all
more
work.
followers.
Watch this.
I said TD Jakes.
You wanna know the crazy part?
Goddamn.
The crazy part.
So did TD Jakes sell his soul?
TD Jakes like boys, little boys.
Where you get that from, King? Where you get that from?
Did he sell his
I just
soul?
told
He
you to
been
stay fast.
sold
Can you lay
it.
your back on the table,
What
King?
pastor you know be up there preaching and make $80 million a year?
Soul starts to like boys.
Bro, I don't
Okay, so why? If he so called did it,
This is
why
out of
the black
curiosity.
people who are still bottom feeders?
This is out of pure curiosity.
Why are black people still bottom
Why
feeders?
when people sell their souls,
all
they
black
turn
people
gay?
not bottom
That
feeders.
shit is
All
weird.
black people not bottom
I'm
feeders.
curious.
Let's
That's a fact. Let's talk about that.
All black people are not bottom feeders. Let's talk about that. Okay, I get a lot of pushback because they say my pastor is a prosperity teacher. All he teaches about is black people shouldn't be poor. We shouldn't.
Right.
My pastor Bill Winston,
He teach you how to get rich.
he
Is he
teaches us
teaching
how
you
to
the
be
laws
rich.
and commandments?
He teaches
Is he teaching you the
Bible.
Lord's
He
laws
also
and
teach
commandments?
in the Bible where we black
Is
people are the
he teaching you the
fucking-
laws and commandments?
The lowest owners, and we shouldn't be.
Is he
And
teaching you
people
the laws and
fucking,
commandments?
Like condemn him for that? Yes, he do.
The laws and commandments.
You condemn for
Tell
trying
me
to take
one
black
law
people out of
and
slavery.
tell me one law and
We
commandment.
are out of slavery, but in mentally,
Slavery
black people
is not black people history.
Black people are still enslaved.
All
when you have a
nationalities are
pastor
enslaved.
Trying to unenslave your mind. Why is he an Illuminati?
All nationalities are
King,
enslaved.
tell me why.
I got you. So originally, right, and I don't quote me on the term of the document, but it's like 108C or 104C or something.
501c3.
501c3, where the church had basically got linked in with the government, CIA, FBI, so on and so forth, to actually extract information of what's going on around the hood, the city, the town. Right? They're working hand in hand. So what they can't do is actually teach you betterment. What they can do is bring you in every Sunday, collect tithes and offerings, hear about everything that's going on bad, but not give you no resolutions. Which is why.
So you telling her? Hold on, wait, hold on.
I heard you explaining why they're connecting your pastor to the Illuminati, but you're not listening.
Yeah, but I know pastors on the west side of Chicago that do what you're saying.
So
and I agree.
what I'm saying is those pastors don't do that.
She say next.
The only church that wins.
She say next.
You gotta listen.
Who else with Illuminati, bro? What's your people's
The
name?
reason why yours would be deemed
What's
as
their
the negative is because they're actually doing what they shouldn't be doing. The ones that do,
Lead
they
them
don't
out of the masses.
Exactly. The ones that do what they're supposed to do. They don't get the negative notation.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
And some pastors don't do the 501c3.
But 10% of them don't.
Just trying to lead us out of the masses.
But
10% of them don't.
Because he's breaking
Out of
some don't.
100%.
He's breaking generational curses.
10% don't.
want him
They
to
don't want him
do.
to do.
Who else a part of this shit, bro?
501c3, you gotta teach it the way they want you to teach
I
it.
agree with
Who else a part of this shit, bro?
So TD Jakes has been at my church a few times, so I had to get deep into.
It's the same
why
amount
you
of
feel like
the
that?
same amount of liquor stores on every corner it is as churches, just to keep your ass away from that book. When the last time you actually opened that book and read it? Your damn self.
All the time.
That's what I'm asking. I asked the question, answer it.
My parents made us have
I
Bible
asked the
class every
question.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
When was
Thursday.
the last
I
day?
read a book from Genesis to fucking Revelations. I know the whole
When was
book
the
of
last
Bible.
day you read it?
I read the book of the Bible probably
go to the next
3-4
subject, man.
times a week.
Go to the
I'm
next
answering your
subject.
question, Ken. You want to know when do I read the Bible? 3 to 4 times a week. I read the Bible. I understand the Bible. I grew up on the Bible.
Okay.
My thing is, I agree some pastors are fried. I agree 100%. I didn't see it. But the fact that y'all try to group all pastors into being fried, I just want to know why.
No,
you
he's
said
saying
TD Jakes.
the
Why do you care so much about him? You never met this man. You never met this man a damn day in your life.
I just want to feel like, why
you never met him though?
Because from his preachings that I heard, he preached from the Bible. I never heard fraud from him. So I want to know why did you
he made $80 million a year.
So he
black people are declining every year. I'm asking, why ain't the money going into the community?
Black people hate to see
He's
other
a
black people
fraud
get rich.
God.
Black people hate to see other black people get rich.
So why we the only culture in the world that's declining?
So we got to be Illuminati.
Push in $2 trillion a year.
What do you mean?
I'm asking you this.
He's a businessman and he started off.
But you say he's a preacher.
He started off as a preacher king. And he turned into a businessman.
Doing what?
Why do we have a problem
community centers,
with other black people?
Black hospitals, black schools. What is he building?
I mean, I agree with
he
that.
made some
what
movies.
What is he building?
Some movies.
Come on, man.
What
is he doing? Our children are dying out here. We are dying out here.
With that.
16, 17, 18. They are dying.
He goes to other countries to preach. We have schools in fucking
No, but we speaking on TD Jakes. That's who you want to defend.
Fuck him.
We are dying out here. Oh, damn. There we go. Damn. I done heard it all. We are dying out here. We are dying.
Literally going into other
mothers are losing their sons. Fathers are losing their sons. Why is this fat bastard not investing that $80 million into the black community?
Bald-head man like yourself. Why is he prospering?
He up there talking. He ain't preaching the word. He putting everybody into fear to make you come out your pockets. This is what I'm telling you. Why the fuck are we dying out there?
I agree with most.
$80 million a fucking year.
What you saying?
We talking about TD Jakes.
TD Jakes, but
we talking about, you said, we talking about TD Jakes.
I'm gonna give you that. No,
TD Snakes.
It don't even matter about church. My beliefs in my heart is different.
I just said, why did you point in on him? Like, why didn't
you
say Joe?
Why you didn't say Joe?
Let's get on Joe Osteen.
Okay, let's
when that hurricane happened out there, that bastard ain't let nobody come in.
He didn't do shit.
He's a devil his damn self, just like TD Snakes.
Devil. Let's talk
but
about
we talking about our culture. We ain't talking about that bastard.
TD Snakes.
TD Snakes.
I just want to talk about the white pastor doing the same shit. That's all I'm saying.
Why are we talking about another culture? We are dying out there. Our children are dying. They don't have a community center to go to, a baseball field to go to. They don't have no classes to go to outside of school. They going home with no food, no meals. Their parents are prostitutes shaking ass on camera. They don't got nothing. They are dying out there.
Is that the pastor's fault? Right. Is that TD Jakes' fault? Or is that the black?
He got $80 million a year. He can help.
Blame every black child felon in life.
He did it. 50 Cent.
That got shit to do with him. That's about us as a parent, as a black parent.
But you just tried to defend this fat bastard.
Save your black child, not TD Jakes. Because I'm not depending on TD Jakes to save my 2 teenagers. I'm saving them.
You just tried to defend this fat bastard.
I'm saving my kids. I'm saving my kids. We not gonna blame them. We not gonna blame all this on TD Jakes. We're not blaming on TD Jakes. I'm gonna save my kids.
We got 2 people who want to say something.
Personally, I feel like black people could go a generation without having kids. Like, I don't feel like a lot of people are in position. We don't have the money. It's a lot of mental illness. We don't have the economy. We don't have the backup. I feel like we could go like a generation without having kids. I honestly feel like that.
We need to stop having kids.
Right, I feel like that.
Just use one.
We have melanin.
We
would never do
stop
that.
having kids.
But
if
you read the Bible, you would know we would never stop that.
Kids, literacy, credit, financial, mental health. We need to stop having kids.
Deja?
I agree. What's the point
of having kids if we create a generation of curses over and over again?
I get it. What's the point?
Stop having kids.
I want to go back.
Stop procreating.
I want to go back to preachers.
Fuck them.
Right. I feel like stop having kids.
I want to go back to the church.
Stop having kids.
I want to go back to Christianity.
Okay.
Because I feel like religion is a touchy subject. But I'm gonna say I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I get what he's saying.
No, I feel like
our children are dying out there.
I'm gonna be real.
Dying.
I'm gonna be real.
Because of weak ass parents.
Before I knew
it's because of us not
before I knew the substance church and Christianity. I was removed out of church at 12. I ain't saying that's right. I'm not saying that's right. But I saw a shift in my black mother who believed in God and cracked open her Bible every day and read it to me that said, no, we not going back to church. And that was when I was 12 years old. I'm 33. I'm not saying that what you saying, I agree with it because it got to be some type of correlation with that because these people are getting on these pulpits and
false prophets.
They ain't always telling us.
The book of Jeremiah speaks on them bastards. You got more churches. You got the same amount of liquor stores on every corner as churches.
More of that than it ain't. That's for sure. It's more of that than it ain't. And I think that sometimes when you can crack that book open yourself and read to yourself and analyze and take notes, that's better for you than anything.
That's better than anything. I don't care about being in the actual sanctuary every Sunday.
I can't follow behind the TV
my faith
because to me,
my understanding of the Bible.
She was ready to rock bottom me over TD Jakes.
You was ready to whoop that man over TD Jakes.
I want to know why
TD Snakes.
Let me say
this. Is the biggest.
Let me say this.
What about Creflo Dollar
We
then?
talking about our culture.
Creflo Dollar.
We talking about our culture. Pastor Dean.
Let me say this.
Creflo Dollar.
When you open that book yourself and analyze it for yourself, you are better aligned with
Break it
shit
down.
with today.
Break it down. You say you read 3 times a week.
I feel like a lot of preachers.
So you should know TD Faces
I
a
feel
bitch.
like a lot of preachers condemn you.
We getting sued
because he's a false prophet.
They condemn you because
he's leading people to a
they don't
burning
know how
house.
to take that word and really put it into today.
The everyday life.
And when I'm getting in the church, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sitting in my chair and I'm like, damn, I need to sit back. It's hot here because I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's 2023. Can you make this align with today? Can you make this make sense? Because right now you making me feel like I ain't shit. You making me feel like I'm worthless. I don't supposed to feel like this.
Who make you feel like
churches got ATMs now?
I'm just saying. I'm not feeling this bad. But when I go home, and when I go home at night and I read it for myself, I feel great.
Whole different way.
I'm just saying.
Because you know why I look at it like this though. Honestly, the churches now is all about bread. You don't never see no big leaders talking about stuff that's happening overseas, the stuff in Israel, stuff in Jerusalem. They don't attack about homeless people, rapist people. TD Jakes don't talk about nothing that's current, so I understand what he's saying, bro. He's a motivational speaker to get that check, bro.
My man spoke on 501c3. 501c, okay, if you go to every liquor store that is in Chicago, I guarantee you less than 2 blocks you're going to see a church. So they damn near evening out. So that means if you in a neighborhood full of 12 blocks, you got probably a possibility of 6 to 8 churches. That accumulated probably a total of $1 million in 1 to 3 months. That money could be 50% of that could be put back into.
And then the church be ran down.
So this is
put back into the community.
This is my. Can I be honest with you, bro? I don't even think in today's world people don't go to church like that. It's more women and it's more women than men in churches right now.
That's bringing in millions of dollars.
That's a business.
It's a business.
It's not a business.
It's a business.
501c3 is a business.
That kid taught me so
tax free.
Tax free.
He taught me so much faith and just what to believe in.
Oh, you do that yourself.
I could not do that myself.
No, he made your.
Because of what I was taught since a child, I feel like I needed that teaching, so I can
go get a psychiatrist for that, therapist.
I don't want to move away where I was taught for a child, because I didn't grow up in no Cornerstone Baptist church. I grew up in a Christian church that was a mega
religion
church.
was the worst thing that ever happened to black people.
It was Christianity, and it taught me things I needed to know.
So can I ask y'all a question? I want to get some. Listen, this might turn a little deep for y'all. Do y'all believe
that ever happened to black people?
Do y'all believe that in this day of age, y'all all believe in God, right? Yeah. So would y'all believe in God if y'all wouldn't get nothing in return?
No, I wouldn't. Long as I got wisdom, long as I got a refrigerator to open up and make me a meal.
Okay, so would you believe in God if you wouldn't get nothing in return? Because you ain't never seen them before. Yes or no?
Probably not.
What about you?
I think I would.
You believe in God, right?
I
if you want to get nothing in return.
I mean, shit
I
at
feel
the
like
bottom.
I feel like
You gotta
a lot of
shit at the bottom.
Listen, I feel like a lot of us want to believe in a higher power. We don't
Yeah.
want to admit that, but that's true.
Right,
And
right,
at
right.
the end of the day, at the end of the day, if I can always mentally believe in that, that is powerful.
But you get something in return, though. You believing in
Even
something.
if it's sometimes I don't always get my blessings.
If you read
That's
that,
not
if you
That's what I'm getting at. Right.
if you read
He's
that
saying-
book, go ahead.
He's saying you in a situation of what the word ghetto deprived from. Like you at the bottom of bottom and you never see sunshine. You is at the lowest of low. Would you?
No, not you.
That's
What
called
I'm
testing your
saying,
faith.
You sitting here right now with us means if you were there, you got out. He's saying you never get out. You always in the darkness.
Would you believe
still
in God or
believe
you had
in God
nothing in return?
If you never saw light, like you never saw prosperity.
That's what I'm just saying.
what I'm asking.
So basically, so this is what I'm saying. So this is how I look at it being fair. So when I was a kid, I watched my grandmother go to church twice a week. And she just pray. I believe everybody that's sitting at this table, the reason why we don't have no critical incidents happening to us right now is because of them. Not because of us, because of them, right? So prayer is very, very, very strong, right? But that prayer that they prayed about, they did not pray that shit in church. They prayed that stuff in their house, in their home. Well, like she said when she read that Bible themselves, right? So, right, in your house. So I believe like today, one of the reasons why I don't go to church because it turned into something different. It became motivational speaking. Like, teach me how to get to heaven. Teach me how to live right, if that's what I believe in, right? But they go off a whole nother realm of living because they can't say certain things now. Back in the day, they would say something. They would say that being gay is abomination. They would say that.
My pastor still say that.
Now, yeah, that's rare though.
10%.
Now, because the LPGT community is stronger. Hey, the LPGT community is stronger than
everything.
Damn near everything, right? And won't none of these pastors touch that conversation. Why is
even
that
if
though?
you think of that, even if when the police kill a black innocent person on camera, do you see these churches and people
They
marching
don't.
to the
That's what I'm saying. It's
neighborhoods?
business.
Do you see them marching to the Ku Klux Klan neighborhood? They ain't.
That's part of
It
their
ain't happening.
It's
They
their
gonna get
business.
that
If
tongue.
they cannot, with that 501c, they cannot empower you to do anything outside of what, in my opinion, Christianity was created for, which was for you to find a way to come to grips that I just beat the shit out of you, fucking pilgrimed you, raped you, and slaughtered your family. But it's okay because somebody's going to come here and say it's all going to be better later when you're dead. But for now, you just got to forgive me. You got to turn the other cheek. You got to love me, love your enemy, love your neighbor.
So out of all of this, I'm getting that black people gonna be forever doomed. We'll never rise above anything that, like anything that we talking about today. We always gonna be at a steady wave. Nothing is gonna get us over that shit because the generation that's coming up behind us, oh, they fucked.
In my opinion, if you believe in a higher power,
but I'm talking over the majority. The majority is not being raised right.
Not if you are only, in my opinion, if you only Christian bait.
I don't deal with religion, bro.
So I believe in a higher power.
That's it.
But I'm like non-denominational.
But that changed for me though, because I went to a Christian church, then I went to an apostolic church. I went to all type of churches, dude, over the course of my life.
Subscribe to one religion.
So I just started going to a church that I could get a word from. Like I didn't care about a religion. Like Christians was like, oh, they too goody two shoe. They say don't marry twice, don't do this, don't do that. Then I went to apostolic church. They shouting and oh shit, hollering and doing all that. Yeah. So it's like I'm cool with all of that, whatever you believe in, but it's just not for me. Cause I grew up in the church, and I know the reason why I'm here today is not because of me, it's because of my grandmother's blessings and my grandmother's prayers and stuff like that. So I believe in God. I believe in all that good stuff. But as I got to know the Bible myself, see, it's enough of what your parents is telling you and what the pastor is telling you. But like when I get up in the morning, I go to work. I pray. I'm talking about every day on my way to work, I pray. On the way back from work, I pray. Has nothing to do with nobody taught me in church. It's what my grandmother told me that I should do from what, I don't know whether she was taught it from, but I learned it from another person. Then I read it from the Bible to have a personal relationship with God. You see what I'm saying? So I think
Praise and
a
worship.
lot of us get caught up in what the masses of what everybody else got to say. You came in this shit by yourself. You checking about this bitch by yourself. So you have to worry about your own personal relationship with God, your own personal relationship with the Bible. But when it comes to the masses of it, they're controlled by everything else. Like, I believe they're like me. I got a lot of shit going on, right? But when I get up at there, oh man, they gonna have to come get me because I'm gonna be popping my shit. You ain't gonna put me in a shell. But then, what if I'm forced to be in the shell? I want, like you said, you want to keep all of this bread. Because a lot of these guys, that's how they is. Just like all black billionaires, can we all name them? What is it? Bob Johnson, Jay-Z, Kanye. Like, we can name them. How many white billionaires can y'all name off the top of y'all head? Besides Bill Gates and dude at the Amazon, Elon Musk. It's way more of those. You could damn near name all the black millionaires. They want you niggas to know who they is. It's very little of them, but they ain't gonna let y'all know about this. So that's where we talking about the Illuminati and all that stuff comes from. We are so overly exposed with each other. Like, when my time come, nobody's gonna know nothing. It's gonna be very minimal people that know nothing, but I'm gonna be able to bless everybody. But we so overly exposed and shit. Like, you talk about TD Jakes, he's overly exposed. I think he wanted to be in that position. Started off a small church, because he could have stayed at a really mediocre church. He didn't have to go to a mega church, but he saw the funding in that. Just like, hold on, I'm about to really fuck y'all up. Did y'all know that TD Jakes Church is in, I think it's in Dallas, right? In one of the poorest neighborhoods in Dallas.
And accumulate the
You can
most
go,
money.
and I promise you he does.
In Dallas.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Y'all can Google this shit.
Now watch this.
That big mega church is in the one of the poorest communities. And so basically, this is how we gonna get the money, Wesley. We're going to tell these people about the 10% of tithes. And I need y'all to really look at that about the tithes. That shit is all wrong, right? But hold on, hear me out. Y'all really paying tithes wrong. Y'all really get a chance, really pay attention about these tithes. They put ATMs in church, bro. Real talk. But pay these, or God not gonna bless you. Well, God about to come up short, boy. I need that little 10%. You hear me? Like, but they, no. Pay your 10% and you gonna get blessed.
But drive
while he driving off in that thing, he living in that community. He not down with the bottom feeders, right? Yeah, so, but listen though, I'm cool with the mega churches or whatever, right? But always, anything that I do, y'all, I have to learn from. I've watched TD Jakes be a motivational speaker, and I saw him not go into the Bible like that. It was just like bigging you up. I'm about to really get real. I seen the dude, what was the black guy that got the church in Chicago? He had it at the UIC.
Oh, yeah,
Bro.
dude.
Yeah, he
Slime ball.
No, let me tell y'all, so at his church, I couldn't even focus. You wanna know why?
It's all gay.
It wasn't nothing but, well, I don't know about that, but it wasn't nothing but ass and titties in there, bro. Me and my son went in there. Everybody got on, I call them fuck 'em skirts, fuck 'em dresses. I'm just like, I'm sitting, I'm like, all this ass in my face. Oh, wait. And he wasn't doing nothing but bashing men. Telling women, y'all just came from this. Y'all shouldn't be dealing with all these men. Like, so it's like, that's motivational speaking. You ain't telling people how to get to heaven. You're not really reading the words. Like, this man was really preaching against black men. Why he probably left fucking all the girls up in there.
He was in there fucking all the dudes.
Oh, for real? Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
The problem is,
That's your pastor?
look, the problem.
Well, I don't even know why you here.
So look, the
Hold on.
problem, Pat.
It's not our pastor, boss.
The problem is.
I tell you what he did do. He almost...
So look, here go the problem. Here go the problem.
That man was bashing
Christianity was created during slavery to make
Control the black man.
make you kiss the hand that beats you. I want you to remember this. Christianity
Where you learn this from,
was
bro?
given.
Columbus brought Christianity
Excuse me?
over here.
This is old news. Christianity was created to give to us during slavery.
Hold on. How you feel about that? Because you just nodded. How you feel about that? I know you love the...
Fuckery.
What's fuckery? Let's talk about it.
Christianity is from
It
slavery.
wasn't specifically
What do you think
given
it's
to
from?
us.
But hold on. Let's see our
I
point of
do
view.
believe it was taught to us by white people, but it was taught to us in a certain way.
To control.
To control us.
Correct.
You had to.
Because only one person can read the Bible.
Only one person can read.
And he gonna tell everybody else
but now
correct.
That we are mentally able to read.
You better know something different.
You better know something different.
You better know something different, for sure.
You sit here in 2023 still telling me, this is the way slavery taught us. Nigga, you was a coon. Shut the fuck up.
Right, you should know yourself.
You should know yourself. You should know better by now to know what's real and what's not.
So to that point, point of why I said it, the traditional Christian churches that we grew up with, right, with the yelling and shouting and your bills ain't your bills need to be paid and you can't figure out what to do. You call on him, but you can't be selfish because he ain't never been selfish with you. When you need him, he there for you, but you can't be there for him. What am I asking you for?
I don't go to them churches.
What am I asking you for? I'm asking you for money. Right? Because what I'm telling you is you donate money to the church that gives money to him. Right?
Excuse me, I go to my car.
But look, this is
I excuse myself and go to my car.
But listen. But this is how we are. But I'm saying this is how we are. But this is not how our grandmamas and granddaddies were.
No, that's
this is what they normally dealt with, right? This is how it's normally been.
And they try to trigger that shit to us. That's why she left the church. They try to put that shit in us.
Let me finish my point.
My mother pulled me out the church, and I followed her because that was my mother, and I was 12 years old. At that time, I was devastated. I love church. I love going to church every Sunday. As I got older, I realized the value of it. I got teased a lot. In high school because a lot of my friends was in church and I wasn't going to church. Church was a big thing in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? In the early 2000s. But as I got older, I understood like church is not the say all be all. You have to understand God. You have to understand Jesus for yourself. You got to crack it open for yourself. You got to analyze it for yourself. And once I started to do that, I understood why going to church don't mean nothing. It don't mean anything.
So what they got conditioned to do was to depend on going to church. And that's what I'm getting at, right?
You needed
the conception of the church itself. So it says, if I'm not mistaken, in the Bible, where there is more than two gathered, God will be there. More than two.
Two or more gathered together, he'll be somewhere in the midst, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You don't need 100. To be honest with you, you don't need 2. Because in the Bible, he's there with you.
You just need that personal relationship,
You just need that personal relationship. So here's the problem, right? Do you have to have a temple to praise him?
Well, you gotta go. You gotta go to. He said in the Bible to go to church and fellowship.
He says
church is just a fellowship. That's it.
He says to try to praise in fellowship, but your personal relationship with him is more than enough. You're not required to go into fellowship. That is something that he loves, but what is required is your personal relationship.
Hey,
but the church will make you believe that the only way you can praise him fully is to go to church. But while at church, like you said, you giving me this spoken word, right? And like you said, you draining money out of me. And that's really all it is a business. At the end of the day, tax-free, right? While you drive off,
no property tax.
Drive off with your motherfucking in your Porsche and shit like that.
Be real.
So the
they not walking around in a Walmart.
No,
they're not fucked up.
No,
they're not fucked up ever.
So the problem that I've always
even
had,
the corner store churches.
The problem that I've always had, anytime I've had a teacher, I've been able to talk to my teacher. I've been able to ask my teacher questions of clarity. When is the last time you really been able to ask your pastor a question about the Bible?
You can't touch him. He's too far stretched. You got security guards. He got security.
So how are you my teacher?
Can't even get close to him no more.
How are you my teacher?
Too much bread.
Because in the Bible it says, don't be weary because no person is the sole holder of the truth. But I can't question your truth yet. Right, I can question it to myself, and to my peers, but to you,
hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I could be a pastor, bro.
But that's so uncomfortable because I literally grew up feeling so uncomfortable about the fact that I was taken out of the church, and so many people around me were in one, and how abomination that was. You know what I'm saying? But my free thought and me being able to open that Bible myself was the best thing that could
promise you, it's good to know God, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My relationship with him by myself
is the best ever. Bro, I promise you.
In that church.
Yes, for
as
sure.
an adult. It's staying there. My mom even told me, she said, you can go to church. The church was down the street from the house.
Yeah.
You could walk to church every Sunday if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I did it.
Your personal relationship gonna be the best ever whenever your belief in, bro. Your personal relationship gonna be the best ever. Like not going to church, getting it from TD Snakes, not going to get from Crefro, Holla Dollar. None of that, bro. The best relationship you gonna get with God is channeling in with Him, bro. And I say all that to say,
when we talk about being woke, we really gotta talk about the church, y'all, because the church is something.
Talk about it.
The church, I feel like
it's entertainment is more social media.
Faith in God.
Social media is more stronger than the church.
I didn't been through the worst situations
Get rid of social media
life. I feel like because of my faith.
So hold on. So the church helped you, or your faith helped you?
The faith that I learned from my pastor. I had a child that's been through cancer. Let's be real. Okay, I got through that because of the faith that I learned through my pastor. Everybody is not different. A lot of people be like, "Oh, my child had cancer and they died," or "My child they died."
You got a different testimony.
Without your pastor, though.
So your pastor did all the praying and all the
faith from my pastor. Like when they used to bring the chemotherapy in my daughter's room, I lived in the hospital for a whole year. They are bringing chemotherapy in my daughter's room. I would touch it and say, "In the name of Jesus, this chemotherapy will do what it is needed to do. It will not harm any organ or cell in her body that does not need to be harmed. It will do what it needed to do, and she will be okay in the name of Jesus." I had to literally anoint every chemotherapy treatment she took for a whole year because chemotherapy would have killed her.
And you wouldn't have learned
at 12
that
years
yourself.
old. It would have killed her. How would I learn that?
Okay, now put it like this.
My pastor taught me that.
Well,
every pastor is different because y'all experiences was not different.
No, I'm asking you though, could you have learned that yourself?
No,
you don't think it was
but you got to think about it. You got I say out of 100%, maybe 15 to 10% of these churches is real. They the real deal.
Right,
they
could have got a real deal.
And I believe she probably did have a real pastor.
No, not everybody. Not everybody.
No.
So that's what we saying. So you gonna get that real? Put like this. I learned how to pray from a pastor.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying because I didn't know how to pray.
I agree 100% that 90% of these pastors are fried because I done been
But
there.
you just talking about the one that you came across taught you how to do something.
How to stand on faith and pray.
I thought your pastor was TD Fakes though for a minute. The way you defended this, I'm like, damn.
She went on. Hold on, TD Fakes. I'm on here. Yeah, you went in for TD Fakes though. You was on TD Fakes like bumper.
She go to Texas
for real.
He did turn into a motivational speaker. I agree with you 100%.
All right, well let's talk about it.
But let me ask you this question. Let me ask you all this question though, because I have done my genealogy or whatever it is on my family, whatever it is. I'm just asking this question. Now, if you all knowing y'all history through y'all family, I don't know how far I go back. How many of y'all literally know a family member from your history who was actually, I'm saying, the slavery that was taught to us through school and through these fake ass films, which is films is entertainment. How many of you all really know a family member who was a slave? Actual slave.
My
great grandfather. My great grandfather was.
Slave. He pickpocketed. My father.
Okay, so do you know the exact definition of what slavery was once upon a time?
I understand, but
have you looked at it like the definition?
My father was before
he was in sharecropping.
He was in sharecropping.
He did pick cotton.
So what? Of me doing this is some shabby shit that I'm on right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Because my history go back to the from thus far the 1798. So slavery was the same thing as employee. It was something that they just they just gave it a different name. So you could have been a slave because you got to think about slavery is what we seen on films. Now, when you look at slavery, once upon a time, you could have been a farmer. You could have been a pretty much only farmer or whatever it is. That pretty much was a slave.
The Chinese was named slaves because they the one who put the rail down for the railroad.
Right.
The Chinese people.
And Have you ever looked into like what slavery really was? Was it really what you was seeing on television?
It was more. It was a business to me.
Was it really because, of my history, my great grandfather was a slave, but he on his census record it states slave farmer. That was his title. It says slave/farmer. He was a farmer. He farmed for multiple people who didn't know how to farm. He farmed for them. And once upon a time, off the census record, I just literally found this out last week. I thought it was 300. He had 900 acres of land, and he distributed it throughout his 12 brothers and sisters. So one thing I feel as though we all should do our homework on is to find out what slavery really actually was, because if a lot of black people feel as though slavery is their history, and that's not our history. Our history go way back before that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you get into religion. Religion was put on here not just for one culture. It was for everybody. Religion divide every single culture there is in the world. You feel me? Not just blacks. It divides the YTs or whatever. And white people, honestly, they not even, from off my history, what I taught, they created the word white and black because blacks and whites was mixing. They was having sex and making a lot of interracial kids. So they had to create something called white and black to separate that. They gave white definition of power. They gave them power, and they didn't give black people power. It's way deeper than that. But whites is not just white people. You got whites that's Irish, Italians, Jewish, Polish, Russians. They not just white people. Religion was strictly put here to divide, to make all of us look at one another differently. And that's just the same thing as what church is. Like I told you, everywhere you see a liquor store, you see a church. A lot of these churches is bullshitting. They are only here to keep people into fear. Because if you got 7 churches in one neighborhood, they accumulating, I'm telling you, a month, $100,000 plus.
But let me ask y'all this: through all this stuff that we talk about as we sit here, I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna be our last time coming to this podcast. How do we help?
You have to learn it yourself, man.
I ain't talking about the learning part, right? Because knowledge is key. But how do we shift that individually and as a whole? Because everything we just talked about, we can't even touch.
It's not because
we talking about a whole fishing rod. We ain't nowhere in the vicinity to change nothing that we talked about.
We not, because if you
we can change it individually and hoping as we pass it along. Because like we were talking about how black people don't pass along information. Like I just gave y'all the blueprint to get rich. If y'all motherfuckers don't break me off when that shit happen, I'll tell you it's gonna be a problem.
No, that's real. That's
but
real.
I've always been like that though. But I've always been like that. I've always been the one to share information if it's shared upon. So even how we sit at this table and we get out this free game or whatever, what are we gonna do every day to pass on free knowledge? That's really what it is. You just gotta listen. It's free knowledge and it's free game. Or about churches are like, okay, we understood today that he don't, he like white girls. I said it. But we pass on this free game about she felt better to talk to the pastor to learn how to do things for the better of her child and her. Right? Now, she might say, well, I can do this myself. Right? I feel like a pastor taught me how to pray, but now I don't need him no more because I can pray myself. So as we sit here at this table, we got to learn and figure out how we can grow every day and how we can help others also. You know what I'm saying? Like how we talk about it and we sitting out here giving out this free game or whatever. It's like we got to be willing to help. Neither like the talking shit just don't do it though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we even got to get out of what we was talking about. So it's good to have a conversation, but we also, when we come back to the table the next time, I want to know, hey, did you teach somebody how to pray? Did you teach somebody like, hey, did you go to church? Or did you teach somebody that, hey, in praying, this is good? Or did he teach somebody that, hey, the type of girl I want, you better have a natural fro?
I mean,
or like shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I was on 6th today, right down the street from Old Block, trying to get the boys on camera without even getting shot. Hey, They on the corner drinking. They on the corner thinking.